That's so nice.
Let's make sure it's there. We go.
Oh, it's like how you squeezed it at the end. Welcome to episode 94 of Unrolled. This is the worst cigar podcast on the YouTubes, on the internet.
Not hearing about cigars anymore.
I know. Hasn't been about cigars in like 50 episodes.
That's what's funny. Melissa, she got behind, and so she's getting caught up, and she said, she goes, dude, you guys haven't even talked about what you guys are smoking anymore. And I was like,
well, because we have badass guests, bro. Like, we just dive right into the guests and, the theories of the Jeremy and the conspiracies of the Drew and the anger of the Chuck. And then I just do my ad libs. Like, I'm like the DJ Khaled of this motherfucker, right?
It's another one.
So, obviously, we are a man down, and if you want to call him that today. But do you guys talk shit on me when I'm not here? I hope so. I hope so.
I mean, not really. We didn't last time because we were
in it to win it last
good
time.
conversation last time.
Fuck, I'll have to catch up.
In it.
Yeah, I'll have to catch up.
It got kind of heated at the end, but so I had to
I kind of figured that's why Jeremy didn't come today. That and I made fun of him on the little group chat thing. I was making fun of him, but
Oh, I doubt if he's that soft, bro.
No, he's not.
I'll have to catch back up. So I got a lot of stuff popping off. You know, it's always cool when you take a few days off, and it's like the world's fucking falling apart, and I'm playing catch up, and so yeah.
So what's falling apart?
No, I mean, it's just like I went into the cigar shop to do all my Monday shit,
Mm-hmm.
and I go in the bathroom and there's like one of 4 lights that are still working, and I go in the back room to fucking see if we have any light bulbs, and I go to turn those on, and one of the 5 lights. So at some point in the last 5-6 days, every effing light, and one of the light bulbs in the humidor was burnt out, which that was burnt out right before I left. I just fucking I was focusing on riding out. So
are they easily changed light bulbs? You don't have to go buy them. You have to.
What's that?
It's like an all-in-one unit situation.
Oh, no. So it's like the old school ones. It's actually like a 18-inch, almost like a fish tank looking light, but a real skinny thing, right? So I got the picture of it. I measured it. I got on the one wheel yesterday, and I went and paid my one of my city trash bills, made the deposit at the top of state where Schnucks is, from down there at the bottom. I hit 19. I'm rolling, man. I don't know what it is. It's been grooving. I hit 19 going there to the bank, and then so I did the bank. I did Sammy's sandwiches. I went across the street to whatchamacallit, St. Peter's, grabbed my light bulbs. So I thought, what would be safer doing 19 miles an hour is to do 19 miles an hour with light bulbs.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
and a sandwich, half a sandwich.
This is already half of a fucking hardcore wrestling match.
Right. So, so it was nice to not ride the motorcycle. I can promise you that. I didn't even drive. Oh, I did drive my truck. I went over to the girlfriend's house. So,
I bet she was glad to have you back.
She was, man. And I was glad to hang out with her for sure. So it's
So tell us about the trip. What was going on down there?
So this was the Smokeout Rally, the original chopper rally in the United States. So
okay,
sounds cool. It's in North Carolina. It was back where it started at the Rowan County Fairgrounds. So we basically, I think we camped in I'd say probably an auxiliary parking lot, but it was grass. It was really just hard-ass sand is what it was. You couldn't get a stake in unless you had a mallet.
Damn.
Bro, it was... I couldn't step a stake in for my tent.
Damn.
So I just threw, all my shit in there, and it held it down. So we... Day one, we rode out. We got all the way down to Knoxville, Tennessee, which really in a car isn't a big deal, right? Because that's 6 hours, 6+ hours. It's under 7 to get to Knoxville. But on a motorcycle that you have to stop every hour to get gas in, So basically, you take any travel time, double it, and that's our travel time. So just because of the fuel stops, because you got to stop, and then if you're stopping, you're getting off the bike, you might as well stretch, walk it out,
Right.
So 12 hours. Oh, it was actually 11 hours to Knoxville. It was 11 hours back on Sunday. We actually came back a day early because, the Smokeout Rally was, there's a lot of stuff going on. It was mini bike drags, mini bike races, mini bike jousting. The event was so populated that it was kind of a clusterfuck. Nothing started on time.
Yeah.
The first night, the band, they had one of those big Sunbelt generators to run the stage and everything. The alternator on the generator didn't work, so they moved it to like inside the beer tent and ran it off like 110 stuff. I've discovered that I absolutely hate hick hop music.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck.
What the
Dude,
hell is hip hop?
Tractor rap.
But Jesus. So they had these guys, who gives a fuck what their names were, and I don't remember what night it was. Everything kind of blurred together. But there was 3 dudes. One had like 2 dance moves, and he liked to do them the whole time. And I'm pretty sure they lip sung the whole fucking album, right? And if they didn't, they didn't, But it was just, I guess you can auto tune live, like as you're singing, it can go through a board and auto tune.
Yeah.
So it's like one guy had
Terrible.
like 4 different voices, so that was pretty cool. But it was a threesome. It's country boy bands, is what this is. It's hip hop boy bands. There was they had choreography and shit.
So it's different than like country music that has rap in it?
No. Well,
you know what I mean?
Country and rap are really.
First of all, there's no country music that has rap in it.
No, I'm talking about the shit that started coming out with they put Nelly in a Florida Georgia Line song or something like 10 years ago, and that started.
Right. Well, see, Nelly, it's all Nelly's fault. He came out with a #1 album, and it was called Country Grammar. Way to go, Nelly! You ruined fucking country music. So because of him,
Bet your ass still can't be on the block after dark.
right. I wonder what block he's on.
It's a true story.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, he couldn't be on the block after dark.
He was soft, bro.
He could have. He didn't have a problem, but he didn't. He wasn't. He was never on the block after dark.
Now, his crew was, because I hung with the crew.
Yeah,
So-
well, a couple of them were.
Yeah.
But he was off. He was gone.
That's why they picked him.
He was gone.
That's
Right.
why the label picked him.
Right.
Because he was the smartest, if you would, of the group.
Right.
Seriously.
He's gonna live.
Right. He's the one that's serious about this shit. He
Right.
ain't about the
Right.
fame. So, free 30.
He was too. He not to defer, but he was the one handing out CDs. Like I never met any of them. I seen him several times.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, he was the pusher of the brand. Like he really went hard on it.
What about Murphy Lee?
Murph Dirt was cool, man. Played softball with these guys back in the day whenever I lived a different life. And but we were we got Dayton to make black 20s. Because at that time back, they never had 20s. They did 13, 14, 15, 13. That's it. So we got them to make them for Nelly. We used that rim shop that was on Lindbergh. I can't remember dude's name, but I did his home loan. I did all these dudes' loans, man. So because I had a face you could trust back then.
Still do.
Well,
Especially when your hair's all
my
parted like that.
hey, my good boy hair, bro. I fell asleep in the barber chair last week, and the motherfucker cut it short. I woke up and everybody was done cutting hair, and there was nobody else in there. I legit fell asleep and ended up with less hair. So he dude cut me up. He was a new guy. He didn't know the plan. The plan was let it grow through Christmas, and then I was going to shave up a mohawk for Christmas.
Ooh,
Yeah, like a long one. I was rocking 4 inches. Sorry, and then yeah.
That's what she said.
All right. So, so we get to the rally. I did an Airbnb in Knoxville on the way down there. We stopped somewhere in Tennessee. I looked it up. We were grabbing something to eat, and I booked this Airbnb, and it was like a 3-bedroom house. No, it was 2-bedroom house, big couch, recliners, stuff like that. But it had a hot tub, and so we freaking just hopped right into we went and got beers. And then climbed into the hot tub, fucking ordered a pizza from Super Mario Pizzeria. It was not super. I think Luigi was making it.
Luigi was making on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Mario was off saving the princess.
Right. So anyway, so it was fun. It was the ride was cool, man. Going through, we were on Interstate 40 from Knoxville to North Carolina, and Interstate 40 goes through the Smoky Mountains and also the Appalachian Mountains. And boy, that shit was fucking sick, bro. Like I absolutely.
Well, 40's the only way through right there.
I think so. Yeah.
Because you went through Asheville.
Yeah, we went through Asheville, North Carolina, and then we went way past that, of course. But
Right.
so we stuck together pretty well until we hit about the tunnels on 40 heading east.
Right.
Pardon me, heading east. And then I had to get around this stupid farm implement thing, some little trailer, right? And it looked like it would harvest corn and shoot it. And I saw this line, and I've been on the bike for fucking like literally 16, 17 hours, and and we were riding very conservative, just because they're fucking
grinding.
yeah, they're 19, 20-year-old bikes, right?
Otherwise, you got to stop and get gas every half hour.
Right, no, you do. Yeah, for sure. And I have the best fuel efficient bike on this trip right now. And so I saw this line and in the mountains on the S turns, all this shit, and I waved goodbye and I just took off. And so I passed that farm thing, and I was kind of like irritated, a little road raged, and like everything, it was cooler that day, so the bike was running fucking top. And man, I just started ripping, and how you get in that flow state on the board.
Yeah.
I was on that in the bike, man. That whatever I told that bike to do, it was doing. Even loaded up with all the gear and shit, all the extra weight. And I mean, it was every car, every semi, every fucking thing. And I mean, I'm holding turns. I actually drug a hole in my fucking saddlebag, like on the belt sprocket. Like it was one of those absolutely perfect segments of road for me. Like the road was smooth, the wind wasn't kicking my ass because you're like in the valley of these fucking mountains, right? So I just ripped, man. I got to exit 31 on Interstate 40 and pulled over so they could see where I was, because I left both of those guys. I was gone. Like I was, 80.
It surprises me that Triumph wasn't more fuel efficient than your bike.
So it was funny because we really, I topped them both off, right? So filled them both up. We ran the exact same time, pretty much the exact same speeds. Went to fill up again. Mine used less gas than his. So again,
Something wrong with that Triumph?
No. I mean, it was still. I mean, it's a dual carburetor.
Yeah, there's still something wrong with it.
It's 900 cc versus my 1200 cc, but I think it's a heavier bike than mine.
But it's a different style engine too, though. That's overhead cam on that bike.
Yeah, it's not. Well, it's a 2010, so I don't know for sure. But
it's a 2010.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the Triumph's 2010. So he had the newest bike.
Damn.
By like 5 years. So
I didn't know Triumph was still making bikes that style in 2010.
So we get to the rally. Rally was
Triumph.
we got there midday Wednesday and set up camp. It actually started on Thursday, so they let us in early. We set up Wednesday. We went into town. We washed bikes. We grabbed something to eat. Well, we went to Walmart. While we were on the road, Jared was looking at overhead of the campground and stuff on like Google Maps. He goes, "Oh man, there's a pool in the neighborhood next to us." I said, "Oh, that's cool." Well, it wasn't a neighborhood. It was a giant apartment complex. So since it was 90 plus fucking degrees out there, of course we took swim shorts. So I fucking went to the pool and started doing a little B&E, and I swam probably 3 or 4 times. This apartment complex is so nice. They have a deep freeze out there on the patio, right?
Oh, really?
Oh, it's a huge pool, right?
Nice.
Deep freeze out there for, you can put your popsicles in, and sure enough, there was popsicles in there. So I've helped myself to a popsicle.
Hell yeah.
Midday, like one of the days, I was tired, needed a nap, and the sun was on my tent, so I'm not sleeping in that fucking, microwave. So I went to the pool, fucking, I swam. It's probably the fridge kicking on in the power.
Might be.
So I go to the pool, and I swim for a little bit, take my chlorine bath, for the day. And then some lady she had some beer in the deep freeze. And then I was like, "Hey, you handing those out?" And she's like, "You want one?" And by then she was across the pool. I was like, "Nah, I'm cool, just fucking around." And then there was like a yuppie family in there, and they're like, "What is that noise over there?" And I was like, "It's those fucking bikers." I go, I stay in the 3100 building in the back. Holy crap, they kept me up all night last night. That's why I'm so tired today. And they're like, I go, "Do you like motorcycles?" And they're like, "No." And I was like, "I don't either." So I freaking get out of the pool, and I go lay in the lounge chair. I like kick it all the way back, and I had a towel and everything. We went and bought towels at Walmart, so we look like, we
Like you belong.
like we belong. And so I I'm starting to fall asleep. The lady's walking by. She goes, "Hey, do you want a beer?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take a beer." So I had free beer from there, free popsicle, chlorine baths.
I take it Hinkle wasn't over there.
So Hinkle came over the first night because I went and scouted it first, like in the daytime. I go, "Bro, this is a no brainer. They're not even locking it up." So we go over. This pool area had like an outdoor shower, like it was legit nice. And so Hinkle and I swam, and then the three of us went and swam. Different day, I don't know. So, but we stayed there through like the wet t-shirt contest, the burnout contest. Like the burnouts were so thick in smoke that it blocked the sun. Like,
Jesus.
yeah, dude, and they're just bikes. They're just blowing tires.
Nice.
So, but you got like $500 if you had the best burnout. So,
Nice.
so the guy that won the best burnout didn't have the best burnout, but his passenger stripped her shirt off with her pasties on. You know what I'm saying? So of course he wins the fucking $500. So, but it's one of those things that we saw. We saw the girls in a wet t-shirt contest. North Carolina doesn't have a whole lot of good participants. We drank the beer, we ate the food, we got the t-shirt, and then we just kind of got mad because there was a bunch of fucking trailers. Everybody trailered their shit in. So we were like, it's a fucking chopper rally. And you would think, when we go to Oklahoma.
Should have went to that Detroit thing with Drew then.
Drew Huddleston?
Yeah. He went to something in Detroit. I seen on the Instagrams.
Yeah, I just saw him this morning, so he's back too. But my bike did great. It only didn't start one day. And then, so I just sat down and fucking, did some wiring. And it was good the rest of the trip. Hinkle's bike was loaded up pretty hard. And he lowered his, put a new tire on, and the bolts in the fender that come through fucking carved his tire. Brand new fucking tire. So, but the Triumph did fucking perfect the whole way. Like, it just, and, he's got the softer suspension out of all of us. But he had, probably the more uncomfortable riding position because he was forward facing, like almost, he's mid-control bars,
Yeah.
So he's almost sport bike-ish seating. And, sorry, here we go. We can share. So we came back. We took a little detour. We found Black Mountain.
Did you go through Middlesboro?
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know, bro.
So between Tennessee and Kentucky, there's a cave.
Oh
So
shit.
if you didn't get the cave between Tennessee and Kentucky, and then when you come through the cave, you pop out in this little town, this picturesque little valley town.
Yeah, we were
Fucking beautiful.
in somewhere Tennessee, but not on the Kentucky side at all. But we needed to make a stop, and we needed to find something that was beautiful. And this was like a 7-peak mountain range, and then so the water comes down, feeds this basically pond, but since it's fed, it's called a lake. And then but we took time, walked around. It was real yuppie, man. No smoking in this park, so we all lit a cigar. We walked around the park, smoked, and then it was just, and then we came through town. The town was fucking adorable shit, man. Old brick town. Like, everything was fucking, like, not the roads, but, like, it was just, and it was full of people walking everywhere. Because it was Saturday. So we left Saturday. It was pouring down rain. And there was it wasn't supposed to let up at all. And so we were like, what the fuck are we going to sit in our tents?
Right.
So we're like, fuck it, let's pack up. So we put our rain suits on. We hopped on the bike. We were fucking soaked. So we stayed in a hotel that night. One that was like near like a couple different restaurants. And then I threw $1.25 in because I had to dry off all my clean clothes that were in my saddlebag that got fucking soaked. So that's how hard it rained on us on the way back. I think it rained on us fucking once on the way down there too. I don't remember. So the journey was definitely way cooler than the destination. Oklahomies is still my favorite fucking event, just because it's not. They've turned this rally reminded me a lot of Sturgis. It was all about money. It was all about money. It was like bringing, and it was badass bikes. Don't get me wrong, but nobody fucking rode them in. And then like the lead group there was called the Hamsters.
The Hamsters.
The fucking Hamsters, bro.
Like Richard Gere hamsters.
I think so. Wasn't there? Was it a gerbil in his ass or a hamster?
Gerbil.
I thought it was.
Aren't they similar?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So these fucking that's the crew to tend with is the fucking Hamsters. They like picked up the trash and they fucking ran the events and this and that. And I'm like, and they had dirt drag, and it was just like fuck it, just fuck, people kind of suck there. I don't know. It's like, I mean, we got a lot of it. The bikes got a lot of attention.
I miss Wayland. Wayland, I only went one time, but Wayland was a good fucking time. That was a party.
Did you go down to the show in Roxana?
No, I didn't know it was happening.
I didn't either.
Didn't know anything about it.
Good promotions.
Right. Right.
So, yeah. So anyway,
Duke said it was a good show, though.
Yeah, I saw his post that he went to it.
Yeah.
How the cigars go? Are they popular? Did people get them?
So they had their own cigar vendor at the rally, and so I took some to them. I had them smoke it. They do 36 different motorcycle events. They don't have a store. They literally just do events around the country. So they're talking about one that's in Maryland, I think, this coming weekend. And they'll have 4 cigar tents. This shit's, I mean, when they started, they had one pop-up tent and like one table and a handful of cigars. And now they're fucking stocked, and they've been doing it for 6 years. And so we talked about them carrying the cigars. I'm like, bro, you got to carry my cigars because I'm the motherfucker that actually rides 750 miles to a fucking event. And so I bring a box up and they're like, well, here's the problem is none of these cigars are in humidors. So we keep them in humidifiers. We keep them in totes with Bovita packs, Right. But you don't have cellophane on your cigars. So all the dust is going to get all over them. Because every fucking rally is dusty and fucking... Right. Yeah, and I was like, touche,
Keep them in the fucking... Keep them in the damn... Don't lay them out like that. Keep them in the...
Well, you got to have the box open to sell the cigars. I mean, if they're fucking hidden in Tupperware, they're not going to fucking sell. So, same reason that cigar trailer that was here, that's why it sucked. Because you could have all the cigars in the world set up inside, but if they're not outside so where people can see them, nobody fucking buys. So... it was still cool to talk to him, met the chiropractor. I forgot his name. I forgot his wife's name now. But we walked into like this inside hall, like that had like a swap meet. I was looking for a couple parts, and so I was like, are you doing adjustments? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, well, fuck, let's go. So laid down, got an adjustment. Fuck, after 16, 17 hours on the fucking chopper, man. I need that. Nice to get. I could use one now if that table's still here.
Don't take it with him. I keep trying to make him take it with him, and he won't.
You should put it in the Jet John.
I told him I was going to practice chiropractic up here pretty soon.
Oh, you put it in Jet John.
Figure it out.
Hey,
I'll figure it out.
Have you ever thought about running a business on the water?
Right.
On the weekends.
Yeah.
Just ride around like,
Yo, who needs adjusted? Come here, ladies.
Nope, absolutely not. Just only dudes.
Only dudes.
We'll have to get Renee. We'll have Renee.
Yeah.
Renee will do the males. No, females, and then you can do the males.
She has a boat.
Of course, she has a boat.
Yeah. She's fancier than you.
She is fancy.
She has up at the Grafton Marina and all kinds of shit.
Do you think that's because she has less flair? Like she doesn't spend.
She spends less money on
flair. She can afford a boat.
Spends less money on trinkets.
I hope her boat's called Trinket Flair.
Listen, trinkets are where it's at. It's always nice to have your fucking trinkets. Yeah, you don't see that shit every day.
Boat's ready to test again.
Fuck yes.
I was kind of waiting for you to come back. So.
I can't do it today. I have a UK. I'm doing a Zoom for a
listen,
group
I've got
in
a lot
UK.
of shit going on this week.
Do you really?
I'm so fucking busy.
Sarcasm, huh? I bet you pick up as fucking crazy because the weather's beautiful this week.
Yeah,
So
I bet it don't. I bet it don't.
just keep up your posts are fantastic.
It's
They're very good.
cold.
No, it don't matter. It's time. The thing about the snow and the ice, that was good. The salt.
Oh yeah.
So no, I mean that's good shit. You're putting out
I
good.
butchered it though. I reread them.
Right.
Like I go the next day after they post and I reread them. And I was like, holy shit! I was tired when I wrote this.
Yeah.
I wrote it at like 12:30 at night.
No, I thought it was still good. I mean, you're doing the right things. So, but yeah, all in all, man, I'm glad we did that rally. I got a cool shirt. It definitely. They did have they had a wood fire pizza trailer. So like what Matt and Amy have, they had that on the back of a trailer.
Seriously?
Yeah, bro. So that pizza is pretty good, but it at between $6 and $8 a slice, and they were never ever had what I fucking asked for. We were just kind of over it, So we packed up Saturday. The rain was supposed to start. I mean, it was starting to rain on us as we were rolling out, and then it just didn't let up for a long time. Like we were fucking soaked with rain suits on. Still looked like I peed myself. I don't even know why I stopped to pee anywhere. Only because I didn't want my urine to go back onto my clean clothes on my saddlebags.
I mean,
So that was a lot of alcohol in that urine. So
it would have stayed. It would have stayed right there.
I don't know. I'm doing like 80 in the rain. So, but I was real happy with the bike's performance. I had a conversation with it, told it how proud I was of it.
And now it's broke.
No, I did great. It needs I didn't put my real plate on. I just left the temp tag on.
Right.
And then I left the old plate on, put the temp tag on over top of it, and then like that whole plate bent in.
Once you get out of Illinois, nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit anyway, dude. I've been rocking that old tag for 3 years expired.
Once you get out
So
of Illinois, nobody cares.
the only reason I fucking
East
did,
Alton.
yeah, East Alton cares. So, but no, it did good, man. Nothing came off. Battery box cover came off once, and that's what caused it not to start the next day. So I rearranged some stuff inside there, and I didn't have any problem. Even coming back through Kentucky shit-ass fucking roads, holy fuck. All the way up until, like, Patty's 1880 settlement, the roads there, I think, were bombed or something. They were the worst fucking...
Have you been to that place?
Patty's?
Yeah.
Yeah, about a gun.
The place is cool as fuck.
I guess so.
I mean, as things go, if you're not I wasn't expecting that to be there. Going over there, we went over the dam and all that shit.
Yeah.
And it was pretty neat.
Yeah. No, I go down there quite often, actually. So a couple times this summer, because the lake is close by there.
Oh, so you went. You didn't go. You should have went up 65 through Lexington, Louisville.
We went the fastest fucking route that the map
I
said.
can't believe that's the fastest route.
That's what it said. So we went 64 to 57 to 24 to 40 to get out there, and then reverse back. We talked about taking a day and going through and stopping at Nashville and shit like that. But like when I start heading
There's
home,
nothing in Nashville.
when I start heading home, that's
Right.
dude. I'm fucking, I can only see home. I got a beautiful girl expecting me. I don't know. It was a nice homecoming.
Right.
Everything was, it was a good trip, but like it wasn't. I won't go to it again. So.
What did you send me yesterday, Drew? I watched it and then I couldn't find it again because Facebook is fucking garbage. You tagged me in something.
Oh, it was a thing from the Mandela Effect. It was about Richard Simmons. About said he never wore a headband. Now he's never worn a headband.
Richard Simmons always wears a headband.
Yes. No, he didn't. Not now. You cannot find a picture of him wearing a headband.
The fuck you can't.
Swear to God, try it.
Do it right now. Richard Simmons, like the fucking workout dude, right?
Yes, because he wore wristbands, headband, and he had fucking ankle bands. And those short shorts and his little tank top.
It almost sounds like what you wear.
Pretty much.
Close. It's entire style. That's not what you tagged me in.
Mm-hmm. It was, because Melissa said tag your buddies.
Right there, bro. He's wearing one right there. There's another one. He's wearing one right there.
Did they add it?
There's another one right there.
Ain't nobody going around adding headbands to Richard Simmons.
Right.
Now that you tagged me in something else.
I don't know. I just sent you something, though.
Why don't you tag me in something else?
Yeah, dude. I think he even wore, like, the red one was his real thing. Oh, somebody tagged me. Somebody sent me that too.
It was me.
Oh,
Because that was one of the things that they they said that he never wore a headband. So like his Amazon like outfit for Halloween doesn't have the headband and shit now. And they say it's. I was like, I swear he wore a headband.
he wore a fucking headband, bro.
I don't remember it. Didn't pay that much attention to it.
Do you know what? I'll go to the fantastic app called YouTube, and I'll look up.
You want to know something? You can go on Legato, and it's got old Johnny Carson's, and I know he was on the Johnny Carson show once or twice.
What do I need?
Yeah.
Okay.
Flying in was Johnny Carson wearing his like turban thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, they play the entire show at 9 o'clock every night. There's a channel, and it has the Johnny Carson show on it at 9 o'clock every night.
Dude, there is a channel. I think I told you this, but it's on just like the free thing on like the Samsung TV, like a smart TV thing, and it's a whole channel of just fucking Price is Right. It's they must have started the episodes when like they first came out, and they just run them 24 hours a day.
So I'm kind of freaking out here. Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies. He actually doesn't have a headband on at any time.
Anyways, so the I looked it up, like how many episodes of The Price is Right are with Bob Barker on it, and you could watch them 24 hours a day for like 15 years, and you'd still never fucking get through them.
Isn't that
I
something?
believe that. Well, it was on for like 2 hours every morning.
How is this possible? How's Richard Simmons not have?
See, I preferred Monty Hall's Let's Make a Deal. The Monty Hall version, the old one. I loved watching
look that up.
I loved watching that show.
Is it the same as it is now with what's his name?
I haven't seen it now. Who's doing it now?
Isn't it Wayne Brady?
Wayne Brady's doing it now?
What's that? Price is Right?
Let's Make a Deal.
Oh, I don't
Make a
know.
Deal.
Oh,
Drew,
yeah.
Drew Carey's Price is Right.
Yeah, Drew Carey's Price is Right.
Yeah, just more than so. Yeah, it's like the last episode. See,
That's fucked up, bro.
yeah, the last episode we talked about the Mandela effect, and then how it can be groupthink, but also if nobody knows about it, it's weird if people remember things a certain way if you ask them.
You know, and somebody would take a lie detector test.
Well, if you've seen him with a headband on, like on the Johnny Carson show or something like that, you would just remember him having a headband on.
I remember seeing the commercials on when we were little on TV, like his videos.
Yeah, the infomercials.
Yeah, and he'd be on there fucking jiving around.
So does he have a headband on in the commercials?
No.
Mike just found a bunch of pictures of him with a headband on.
I think those were costumes.
No.
I'm looking up Richard Simmons on Johnny Carson. He was on all of them. David
Well, yeah,
Letterman.
he was on all of them. He was.
How's a workout guy get like on?
Well, because he wasn't really. He was a workout guy, but I think he was more of like a comedian. He was really, really popular.
How did he get popular though? How did Richard Simmons rise to fame?
I mean, have you ever watched anything? Have you ever just seen Richard Simmons on TV? It's kind of a weird, funny little man.
I do. I watched a few documentaries on Johnny Carson and different like comedians and shit with him, you know.
Right.
And so like he was the make or break, like
Yeah.
as you're coming up.
Yep.
And if he asked you to come have a seat,
He was. That's like the Sullivan Show. The Sullivan Show
Really?
was the same way.
yeah. So like he was kind of like if you got to sit down with him after your set, chances are you're gonna go somewhere. Like that dude had that kind of power.
Yep.
So if you made him laugh, then you were fucking in. So it's pretty cool. The power of TV back then,
It's a good show too. The Carson Show.
dude.
Like it's better than any of the other ones.
I still do an Ed McMahon. I'm like, you got any gum? It's just, you got any gum?
That's Son of a Woman.
Well, that was a good movie. I remember that one.
How is that dude having a kid now? Somebody was talking about the other day. He's like
What dude?
he's like 80 or something. He just has a kid.
Who?
De Niro.
No,
No,
Pacino.
Pacino. Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
So, and so does Mick Jagger has another one on the way. Those motherfuckers.
Dude, I'm in my mid-40s going, fuck, you gotta be kidding me, bro.
That's that caveman bloodline.
It's just fucking, no, they got to reconstitute that fucking nut dust as it blows out. Add
Right.
water to it.
Well, they say
Evaporated milk and shit.
They say that Jagger and what's the other one, Keith Richards, and Ozzy Osbourne.
They froze all their
And,
shit.
There's a bunch of them that come from England, that actually come from England, and they've got the reason they're so hardy and they've survived all that shit is because they've got like
Viking
2% fucking caveman DNA or some shit like that. Like they still have caveman blood in them, so they can survive all that shit.
I mean, a certain percentage of the population does have that Neanderthal DNA.
Yeah. Most of it from most of the people in the UK.
Right, I can see that.
Still.
Right. I mean, it's the
Well, you got to think about Europe too. The reason why they still got all that DNA is because that was they
incest.
preserved bloodlines over there.
Right, incest.
Says that 1 to 2% of the world has Neanderthal DNA in their genomes.
Yeah, I bet most of it's in Europe. I bet it should say that wrong there somewhere too. So.
It says, of non-African descent carry between 1 to 2%.
Yeah. 1 to 2%.
1 to 2%. How's whatever revitalization projects coming along?
Well, we were kind of like in that holding pattern until the bank
I mean,
got their shit together.
Or do we talk about this here? Or?
We can.
Okay, I didn't know.
I haven't said anything really.
Right. Yeah.
But basically, the bank was wanting all this extra superfluous shit, which I didn't understand, because if their funding depends on me getting the other funding,
Right.
all I need is them to say, "We'll give you the funds if you get the other funds."
Yeah.
But they want to have it all approved. Like, so let's say the TIF gives me half of my total percentage, right, of what I want.
Right.
That's the loan that I have to get from them. So they want to approve that before.
Okay.
So they know it's ready to go.
Gotcha.
And the project can start.
Okay. Cool.
So going back and forth with the bank, but the bank wanted some ridiculous shit like an itemized list of, we're going to build this room out. You got a box of nails. How long does it take for you to use the nails? How much does a box of nails cost?
Oh no, banks are like that.
How many guys are you going to use to fucking nail these nails in the fucking hang this drywall?
Did you used to cut grass for the banks? Did you ever do that?
No.
Oh, you had to measure it with a picture, cut it, and then show the tape measure back in the fucking grass, showing that you fucking did it.
But, no. Well, I measured for real estate companies. I mowed for real estate companies. I mean, but those were bank-owned properties.
Right.
They weren't. The only thing I ever did for banks were foreclosures, and they didn't give a shit. They just wanted them back on the market.
Right,
they didn't care. But I worked on a job. I subcontracted drywall on a job where the bank would show up, and every week the bank would show up to see how the job was. Somebody from the bank would come to see how the job was progressing, how many hours this person had, who these people were, what they were getting paid, like the questions that this guy would ask the homeowner.
Wow.
Because he's the one that was getting the loan.
Right.
It was just absolutely crazy. But here's the thing. So the homeowner would meet with this banker, this guy, right? And then he would come around to the general contractor, the guy running the site.
Right.
And he would chew his, well, you're taking too long. The bank's done. We're not going to blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. The bank. He would blame it all on the bank. He was just they were in a motel.
Right.
So you can't really blame him, right?
Right.
But he was just being impatient. And he would chew the general's ass, and then of course the general would go around and chew everybody else's ass because you're taking too long.
Yeah, shit runs downhill.
I was washing a mud pan out, and the homeowner and the banker were around the corner, and I'd already been chewed out the last week. The homeowner and the banker were around the corner, and I was pretty well done. So I had like 2 rooms to do, and I heard the banker tell the homeowner, "Oh, that's okay. Delays happen." I heard him say that. Delays happen. This kind of things happen. You're doing all this. It's a big project. These kind of things. You'll have that on these big jobs. Basically, is what he said. And then I went back inside, and to go back to work. And then sure enough, I heard him chewing the general contractor out. The homeowner chewing the general contractor out. Bankers left, and then they come downstairs and they start chewing me out because why haven't I got these 2 rooms done? I should have these 2 rooms done. And I looked at Nathan, And the general contractor was scared of this dude.
Right.
Little African. He wasn't even African. He was some Israeli or something. But he knew some shit, right? He was scared of him. And I looked at this guy and I said, Nathan, I heard what the banker told you. I said, you want this room done today? Get it done today. Tell me you want it done today? I'll get it done today. Sure. And he goes, well, you better have it done today. And okay. I'll have it done today. I sprayed the shittiest fucking texture on them because it was a rush job.
Right.
I had it done that day. I didn't sand it properly. I did nothing. I did exactly what he wanted me to do. He went to deny to pay me, and the general goes, don't do that. You guys don't do that. He's this, he's that. And I go, fuck him. He go, dude, you're paying me, or I'm taking all this shit out right now. I went off on him. I said, I heard the banker the other day. You're full of shit. You're nothing but a fucking. You're just being impatient. I said, I get it. You're in a motel, but you're just being impatient.
Right.
Banker doesn't give a fuck. Quit blaming him.
Right.
So. And I started to rip all that. You ever seen anybody repo drywall? You will. You will. Because I'll rip all this shit down right now, and the cops can take me to fucking jail, and you'll still have to pay somebody a couple $1,000s to come in and fix it all.
So what didn't make sense to me, though, was, okay, so you know numbers, right? So let's say that I get 50%, or 45% average of the project cost.
Right.
You know it's overbid 30 or 40%. So really, my cost maybe 15% or so. Like that I have to like get my responsibility in the loan. And you can't tell me I can't get a loan for $100,000. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is just like, it seems like it's been dragged on because
I don't know. You got all that school debt. I wouldn't give you a loan for $100,000.
That's actually considered good debt.
Really?
Yes.
My debt's called bad debt. Bad debt.
I've never heard of this good debt before.
No, that's a real thing.
Tell me more, Mr. White Privilege.
So
when I get pulled over, I don't get tickets.
Yeah,
Right.
There's that.
Because it's good debt.
That's good
Right,
debt.
it's good debt. Can I see your ID? Now let me show you my student loan.
Right.
Hey, proceed, sir.
Oh, this is good debt.
Yeah.
I'll give you an escort. You want to stop at the bar first? Yeah. So yesterday, I was down there doing the bills and the books, and ran up, did deposit, all that stuff, and I was putting shit in the mailbox. And I was walking out, and there's a guy in a Chevy whatever, fucking cop car looking thing, and he had a badge. So I go up to the window, and I was like, he goes, "Is this you?" And I go, "No." And he goes, "You don't own this?" I go, "Buddy, what do you need?" And he goes, because he's still sitting in the car, right? And I'm standing out. And he goes, "Well," and I look down at his paperwork, and I go, "Is this about the property taxes on this building? Because I haven't bought that building."
Right.
And the current owner hasn't paid the taxes since 19. Taxes have been sold, and if he doesn't fucking pay them by January 21st, then the building goes to the new owner. And I go, and I've already gotten a certified letter for this, right? So I sent it to him. He's like, "Yeah, I got the same thing." I was like, "Cool." So now a guy with a badge shows up, and he's talking to me about it. So I fucking snapped this photo of this paperwork that he had that I wasn't supposed to, and I sent that to the guy, this Justin guy. And then so I go, "Call me." So I go, "Hey, do you need help with the taxes?" And I was like, "I can, I'll put shit on credit cards, keep cash, give you the cash, whatever, whatever needs to be done. I actually have light at the end of my tunnel right now, and you're gonna fucking, I can't have this building going to somebody else, right?"
Right.
And so he goes, "No, I can pay him tomorrow." I was like, "Why don't you pay him tomorrow?" And I go, and the picture I took showed about 7 liens on the property. Property's paid off. 7 liens on the property from like U.S. Attorney General, fucking Medicaid, all kinds of liens, right? So I sent it to him, and I go, "Hey, let's get this building out of your name. So let's do a title search. Let's figure out what liens are truly on this property, and then let's get taken care of, and then let's figure this out this year." So it kind of fucks my timeline up a lot, like a whole lot. And then so the other fun stuff that hit the fan is this order that's in here.
Yeah.
So Forged is or whatever, Scandinavian took over, right? So I gave David Payne, Scandinavian bought Alec Bradley.
Okay.
Alec Bradley is my middleman. They handle all my duty tax, all that bullshit.
Right.
So the funny thing is so I give David Payne a credit card for whenever I'm legal to sell cigars in this state, that I can place an order. And I'm like, so I get this invoice from Forged, and I'm like, what the fuck, David just fucking ran me an order, right? I'm like, how'd they even get it past the fucking CT license? So I fucking opened that email yesterday as I was going through the emails because I wasn't going to do it on the road. And it's this order. It comes from Forge now instead of AB. And I said, okay. So Forge is another cigar under this big umbrella. So I looked at that and I was like, oh. So I gave Dave my credit card, right? It's not a big credit card. It's not.
So Dave's
Dave,
Forge now?
Yeah, Dave works for Forge. That's why he moved to this area. He doesn't work for Crowned Heads.
Okay.
So he sells Room 101.
That's a good cigar.
Yeah, we're going to start carrying a bunch of them.
Yeah, I had one. That's a good cigar.
Yeah, the Astronaut cigar is a really good one, too.
Yeah, that's the one I had.
Yeah, that's Room 101. Yeah, it's fucking great. So, anyway, so since he submitted my paperwork, they ran it on that little card, not on the big card. That's
that order.
Yeah.
Because it's the same company.
Yeah. So they shipped all this. The funny part is that card didn't have that kind of room. But yet it's still here. So then I was like, it
came over like 4 days.
Yeah. So, and it's only bundles that's in there. So that kind of fucks me too, because they said boxes are on back order. Oh. So there's $10,000 in cigars back there, and that card's got a $5,000 limit. There was $4,500 on it already. So I dumped what I could onto that card so they can run what they can. But, it's just one of those things where everything was supposed to work one way.
Right.
And everybody fucked me. Yeah. So,
but they kept showing up with boxes of cigars, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, and I didn't I've never gotten an email saying, hey, they're shipping. I never got an email, hey, we're going to bill you. They just started showing the fuck up here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Brad had the first one because that was a different dude. It wasn't Eric.
Right.
And then Eric started showing up every day for all of last week, every day.
So
boxes of cigars. I just left them out here until I think I come up Saturday afternoon. I put them up.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't know how many are coming. I'm just gonna stack them here.
So so they're shipping them now without payment, which is weird. So so I went ahead and booked an event in New Jersey. I got 2 different events at 2 different cigar shops in October in New Jersey, and then I just sent a guy in Cincinnati. So I got a Thursday night event, a Friday night event, and then I'm going to try to do a Wednesday night event in Cincinnati, like the 3rd week in October. So I have to get that. I have to get those numbers up, obviously. So, I'm just going to start attacking the fuck out of it. So
I'm not concerned. How long do you think those in there will last, stock-wise?
I don't know. So I'm hoping not very.
Months?
I'm hoping not very
December?
long. No, it'll go past December.
Yeah, so they'll last well beyond December.
Yeah.
Yes. The money for that reorder will be there by then.
I hope.
Do you have your one wheel with you?
No, it's in my bedroom. Is yours fixed?
It will. I fixed it.
I mean, I seriously have to be at the other cigar shop by 1 because I'm doing a UK podcast or interview for Cigar International, Cigar Journal, Cigar Lounge International or some shit. So I'm doing that at 1 p.m. our time.
Are you going to get dressed up in like a tie and be all fucking...
I got my monocle.
Yeah,
I got my monocle, my Kroger hat and everything in the car. So we're going to try to launch in the UK with this brand. So I figured... might as well start with a fucking cast and go from there. So, but we're doing coffee and cigars. I have 40 plus pounds of fucking fresh roast coffee in my truck now. It smells like fucking whiskey and coffee in my truck, which smells really good at first, and then you're like, fuck Jesus. Yeah, so cold brew production's finally up and consistent. So it's time to hit the road and see what I can fucking do. So if anybody wants to go to New Jersey with me in October, I probably won't have room in the pickup truck, but, whatever.
That'd be awesome, though. That cold brew is fucking fantastic.
Well, I'm going to order this stuff. It won gold medal in San Francisco, but it's distilled here in Illinois, and it's this coffee liqueur that's made up distillery in Peoria. The two together, we will get fucking annihilated on it, and it's so fucking good. It's like, we should really call it like the Elvis Presley because it's just the depressant of alcohol plus the caffeine and stimulant, or the stimulant from caffeine, but the two together is like the most delicious chocolate milk cold brew you've ever had in your fucking life. It's so good.
Dude, so I started drinking the nitro brews.
Yeah.
From Rachel's.
Yeah, yeah.
And so really good, gets you going, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This morning, I was headed in and asked Melissa if she wanted a coffee, so, you know, I'm by Starbucks, so she wants her pumpkin spice latte thing.
Right.
So I go get that for her, and I was like, I'm just going to order one of those nitro brews from there. Normal size one. I drank it. I don't know what the difference is.
You shit your pants?
Dude, my fucking brain was shaking. Like
Your brain was shaking? No shit.
I haven't zanged like that from a drink, an energy drink, in years. And I was like shaking in the car, and I was like, couldn't think, and I was like, I had to keep moving. You know how you gotta keep moving so you don't fucking freak out?
Right.
Dude, that shit's strong.
Whoa.
Real strong. Try it.
Any energy drink will do that to me.
Really?
Any of them.
That's why I told her.
Dude, Mountain Dew. If I drink a Mountain Dew in the morning, I'm good all day long.
Really?
All day long.
So I
I
took
do not handle caffeine well.
I took a picture of this. I was out when we were out. No, we were at maybe Bucky's, bro.
This is
That's the Mexico one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. Have you seen the? They're still building it. They're
Yeah.
like, "Fuck you. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do about it?"
Right. We're in Mexico. Fuck off.
Right, dude. So we went to like a dude the craziest fucking. It was on the way back, right? And I wanted to hit it on the way down there, but it just didn't match up with our drop
Was
times.
it the big one?
Dude, it's
The
so
biggest one, like 40 pumps or some shit like that?
It's fucking insane, man. I don't even know how many pumps. I couldn't count that high. The amount of ice machines were fucking insane, bro. Hold on, I'll give you the city. Dude, it was so insane. They have a beef jerky bar. Beef jerky
bar?
Yeah. And it's like when you go to Schnucks or something, you know, they got all the meat in the cabinets. They do all their dehydration of the meats there.
No shit.
They have their own ice machine. They have a production line behind the fucking scenes.
They have, at their larger stores, they can have over 150 pumps.
Yeah, dude. It was like that.
Jesus.
It was. We were probably at a larger store. What town was I in? Crossville, Tennessee. This was all the ice machines. That was that times 5.
Damn.
$2 for a large bag.
Damn.
On the campground, I was paying $8 for a large bag of ice.
You were on a campground.
Yeah, fuck them fucking pricks. So I got this stuff. I think from Bucky's. Yeah, it's called Uptime.
Yeah, they have that at Beasley's.
Do they?
Yeah.
That shit's good. That shit's real good.
They have a black one. It's real good. Like
Yeah, so I got that. Well, they had probably every single flavor at Bucky's. Dude, it was so
What
over.
is it, an energy drink?
Yeah. So it's but it's natural, like as natural. Like the list of ingredients was.
So it's like the Snapple.
I don't know, but the list of ingredients was about 7 things, and I could pronounce most of them. But I'm, also kind of illiterate, so. But yeah, it was so good, and it had a good bubble to it, like a soda. So it kind of almost burned a little bit, like that fresh Pepsi. Like that's my favorite part of a soda is that. So. And then on the way back, we stopped at that motel, and then they had this meal called the Daddy Mac.
I've seen that on your Instagram.
Bro, Jesus fuck, man.
All the meats.
It was all the meats, bro. And then I said, instead
all
of
that bussy meat.
all the meats.
Have you seen that video?
Oh, hey, we saw the band Drowning Pool. That was they played Friday night. Drowning Pool's one hit wonder was Let the Bodies Hit the Floor.
Yeah.
But the original lead singer, I think, died, so his body actually hit the floor. And then too soon.
I mean, probably
so
not.
anyway,
But
but they played, and then they played after some hick hop, fucking terrible, the fucking boy band, bro. It's all it was a boy band. It was a grown man band, or
was it the DeVilles?
I don't know what the fuck it was. It was terrible, whatever it was. But it was just it would make you angry. Like I was getting like I wanted to fight because the shit's so terrible. And
It's bad.
Oh, dude,
It's bad.
I'd rather listen to fucking cats dying in the fucking studio than listening to this
well,
fucking
that's
shit.
pretty bad too.
Right.
So if all this gets done and that studio gets built, like I want. So I have the guy doing. Did I tell you how the guy doing the studio?
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what he's doing.
Yeah. Multiple cameras.
All the cameras and shit set up where if you're talking, it goes to you and it switches and all that shit. I don't know how to load anything to the internet, but it'll all be like that.
It should be
It'll
easier
It'll
than mobile.
switch.
Yeah, so like
switches auto.
you'll have the overview like that, right?
So
But then it'll have.
So Brad knows how to do all that shit. I
Yeah.
was just gonna have Brad come down and help us set it up.
We'll let Tiff here do it.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah. And then secondhand barrels, think they could do our walls?
Oh, are they?
No, I was asking you.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Well, we're gonna steal this wall that's in here with the mirrors.
With the mirrors.
With the windows.
With the windows?
We got to do something with that.
Yeah.
He's been asking and
I
asking
know,
and
I
asking
know.
and asking. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck to do with it. If
Where-
the trailer wasn't full of fucking yellow goddamn fucking steps.
Hey, please reach out to me to buy yellow steps because I need to move some and I can't put them on the internet because fucking UPS corporate gets mad because I guess theft is a crime, but it wasn't even theft because it was in the dumpster. So I don't know why
Technically,
dumpster.
it's still theft.
Is it if they throw it away?
Yes.
But I had permission, so there's that too.
Well, I mean,
So when I called her out on it, saying,
You had
"Hey,
permission.
you said I could," in a roundabout way,
right.
you told a buddy he could take one, and I took all.
Right.
So I mean, what are words? What are words?
Right.
Just I mean, you said
Semantics.
It's semantics, bro.
You can have them.
You can have them.
Yeah.
So, and what I do, I helped you. Fuck
Right.
off.
Right.
Fuck off. You know, I pick up
technically,
litter.
yes.
I pick up litter every day.
Yes.
I did this morning. That shit was litter. You're welcome.
Right.
Make Bethalto beautiful.
The dumpster guy wasn't going to put it in the dumpster and
Fuck
load
no.
it in the truck.
No, and there was a
No.
fucking another 100 of them in there. If you're fucking so attached to them, dive in that fucking dumpster and dig them out. I took
Right.
the ones that were on the fucking side of
What
it.
is
Right.
it? What is it? Like
They're industrial steps. So
Like plastic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're bad as fuck.
With rubber.
With rubber
tops.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rubber tops, rubber
they
bottoms.
could collapse, or do they
No,
just...
no.
They're
station-
stackable.
Yeah, they're stationary.
stackable.
No, no. He was saying
Oh,
like
no, yeah,
like a
no,
rolling ladder.
no,
It's just it's 2 steps to like load the trucks.
Yeah.
And so OSHA makes them get new ones every so often, so the old ones have to go out no matter how good they are.
And they were all good. They're all good.
Yeah, so I took them.
But there are fucking the whole storage shed is. I had to climb around them looking for something the other day. I don't even remember what I was looking for.
Well, at least they're steps.
So,
Yeah, I mean, you can
but they're
climb up
not.
the
But
stairs.
they're not steps now. They're towers.
There was like I forgot how many, but a bunch, like 40 or something. So I mean,
I was gonna go in there today and clear the shelves out of it. So because I got a project at home I could use the wood for. So I was gonna go today and clear the shelves out of it.
what clear the shelves?
The board.
Yeah.
Take the boards for the shelves. I was gonna go in there today and take all that shit out.
Okay,
But
what are you gonna do with those cigar boxes?
I do not know. Stack them back on the floor. I don't know. Throw them in the dumpster.
I guess.
I don't know what to do with them.
I guess.
You gonna take them to Alton for the ceiling or?
Dude, I don't want duplicate ceilings or duplicate boxes, and all we have is the exact same motherfucker over and over and over again.
Well, yeah.
Stupid Table 36. Check out table36.com.
Is that what's in
place
there?
an
Is
order.
all table 36 boxes?
Pretty much.
We can't throw them away.
I know. And Padron boxes.
Can't throw the Padron boxes away.
I mean, we can.
I thought it was cheaper if you got bundles through Padron.
You don't get bundles through Padron. They
Well,
would
then
buy.
how do they-
They would buy the boxes back for
Oh.
$1 a piece, but I'm selling them for $5 a piece at the store. So when they sell, you know how that goes. So
I guess put them on the floor, take a picture of them, put
Are
them
all-
online, see if anybody wants to come up and fucking.
Are all the boxes cedar?
yes, cedar insides. Did you buy a fucking Camaro
No.
while I was gone?
No, it's Travis's.
I thought it was.
Yeah, it's Travis.
Okay, I
I
thought
tried
you.
to buy it from him. He wouldn't sell it to me.
Okay, because I was.
Probably because I don't have any money.
Well, I was like this motherfucker borrowed lunch money the other day, and now he's buying a fucking Camaro.
Right.
Wait till I get back, because that's my favorite fucking Camaro they ever made, minus the
Right.
first gen.
No, the third gen's the best looking one.
Wow,
Out of all of them.
first gen 69 is my number one.
Third gen's the best looking
Is
one.
that like an RS or something?
It's the IROC version.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the Italian.
Third gen F body. Yeah.
The IROC Z or
My favorite
whatever.
car. So I've been supposed to buff it out for him for
Oh, is that what you were doing?
months.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about. I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to drive it, but subconsciously I think that's what was going on. Because as soon as I sat in, I was like, "Fuck, I want this car."
I feel like my mom had one of those.
That was my first car ever.
Yeah, I fucking. Love
It was
that car.
white?
Mine too. Well,
Dark
not-
maroon.
My car, my first car that I actually was mine. That was.
So mine was my real dad's hand-me-down. And so I met him when I was 16. He let me borrow his car to go, into school and stuff like that. Before school started, I got it taken away from me. So I guess 120 miles an hour past the sheriff's house. That ended that right away. Mm-hmm. He says, "You're gonna wreck it," and I said, "Probably, because if you spit on the fucking sidewalk or spit on the street, you
Yep.
lose the control of
Yep.
that motherfucker."
Yep.
Now, if it was dry, you could pull 0 G's on a skid pad. that motherfucker would grip if it was dry. But if you spit on the ground and that fucking rear tire hits it, you're doing a 180. Yeah, it's fucking insane how fucking quick it loses.
I had one that wouldn't hold the turn.
Oh, really?
You put your foot in it, going. You barely had the wheel turn. Put your foot in it. And you were doing this until you let off.
Mine was stock.
But it was
stock
like
engine.
it was like 500 something horsepower.
Yeah, mine was stock. So that was that stupid crossfire injection too. So it was kind of a turd, but it would.
Oh, that was a 3.8 or something.
Oh,
that wasn't even a.
I had an IROC.
Or was it?
I had the V8.
Was it the dual carb crossfire?
I don't know. It was a shit setup. I remember that. I want to say it was crossfire injection.
Crossfires,
was fuel injected.
Crossfires were only the V6s.
No, this was V8.
Because they had that funky intake on them.
It could be the Mandela effect, but I'm pretty sure it fucking said crossfire.
So if it was a V8, it was either throttle body, tune port.
Maybe it was tune port injection.
What year was it?
I want to say 89 or 90. It was the exact same body style that he had.
Well, yeah, but they made that body style from 82 to 93.
But the body style where the actual, like, it came down sharper, like what you posted.
They were all the same 82, 93.
Yeah, the 82s I think are a little more rounded.
The Firebirds and the Trans Ams were the same platform, but they were round. So you're probably thinking of the TAs and they were round. So I owned every single year of those cars, some in duplicates. So I've had every year from 82 to 93. Some didn't move, but I still owned them.
Yeah, I feel like I remember that white Camaro IROC Z on the side and the bottom, and it had like blues and blue, and it had T-tops, like you could pull out the fucking T-tops in it.
Yeah. The T-tops are my favorites.
So the sun was rising, bikes parked outside my tent.
That's a good picture.
Isn't that cool? It's kind of neat. And I was like, it was like sun coming up over.
You're getting a little artsy. I like it.
Yeah, that was
Artsy.
So the sun was coming up, and the bike's front wheel was by my head, and I was like, and then what was really nice was you get about 2 hours of quiet time, to, like, you actually slept, right? And I'm laying on the ground, like, and it's not a soft ground, right? And so anyway, about 4 in, somebody thought everybody should listen to their fucking wide open exhaust.
Yeah.
Just
makes sense.
And you're like, this motherfucker, bro. And it was like, people are just starting to get fucking more and more stupid because everybody's bored. Right. It was kind of a boring event.
Right.
Like, when we go to Oklahoma, we don't do a lot either. But, we sit there and we drink, we watch the fucking bike games.
Right.
But it's still small enough and intimate enough that you can fucking actually enjoy it. Not fucking assholes to elbows, and it's like, what the fuck ever. So I did get a bunch of melted. I took some burnout videos, and the first one I was behind it, because I'm an idiot. And so, like, the guy's burning off, and nobody was blocking my view. Like, it was a perfect shot, right?
Yeah, because nobody else is an idiot.
Right. And then so melted rubbers hitting my hand as I'm holding the phone. I was like, that was stupid. But made for a good video. And I like burnouts, so there's that.
Watched a tire come down on a nice fucking hot rod at Wayland one year.
Oh, really?
It blew up.
Yeah.
It shot a piece of tire. It was a open fender car that was doing it, so it shot a piece of tire up. You couldn't see it in the fucking air.
Right.
And then we were way, way back, and then the car probably from me to the motorway. The car probably from me to the motorway. Really, really nice fucking car. He was parked way the fuck back to avoid all that shit, right?
Right.
Boom!
Oh,
you
fuck.
fucking heard it come down and smack. Oh, man.
That sucks.
Yeah, it hurt it. I don't know how bad it hurt it because that guy didn't look like he wanted to talk to anybody. We didn't go over there, but what's he going to do?
Yeah, it's already done.
You're done.
Yeah, it's already done.
What are you going to do? You're going to go get mad at a dude doing a burnout? This shit was going on. You knew that.
Dude, I found...
Can't be mad.
We talked to... So the whole campground filled up with... I mean, it was just completely full, right? And nobody really talked to each other. Like, your neighbors didn't talk. Nobody questioned that, like, we changed into flip-flops and walked over with Bat's house and fucking went to swim. Nobody fucking even, like, hey, what are you guys doing? Because we agreed not to fucking tell anyone.
Right.
So we actually bought Scotch tape so we can cut our fucking bracelets off, and then so we could tape it back on. And So we'd take our bracelets off, go swim, so that way we look like we weren't at the rally, because everybody had the same bright orange fucking bracelet. So you're at Walmart, you'd see everybody with the fucking bracelets and shit, you know. And so there was no ice anywhere.
Well, $8 a bag.
So everybody goes and buys the ice. They buy it all up from all the local gas stations and shit, and then charge more. So it was not my favorite experience there. You know, I don't know. It was just.
How many people do you think were there?
Total probably 1,000. But it was just so spread out, so disorganized. You couldn't have a fire in the camping area, and then
Puts a damper on things,
right? You know, so but
right. Well, if they had you probably would have had more community.
Yeah, you could hang out by the fire, smoke,
because people would have
drink.
come hung out.
Yeah. It was just
they were just going back to their tents and being fucking bored, so they were revving their bikes at 4 a.m. when they couldn't sleep.
Yeah. It was kind of a shit show, man. It really was. Like, I don't know. I was glad to. You know, like this is year 3 of Chris and I taking a bike trip somewhere.
Right.
And, you know, it was just, you know, it's that battle of the road, the deer, the fucking cars, the trucks, the fucking everything, you know, and then it's just surviving that you know, and it's such a great reset because I have no music, I have no phone, I have nothing for hours and hours and hours at a time. And
You don't roll with music with headphones on? Right?
No, that's bagger shit, bro. I ride a chopper.
I mean, put buds in with that helmet you had.
I can't find buds that stay in my ear, so I did wear the helmet the whole way.
Did anybody give you shit?
No. I saw one black guy down there, so actually I was like the hero of the thing, rolling around with my fucking Russian helmet. And then I wore the goggles when it rained.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then I wore the glasses when it didn't, hence the super cool fucking tan lines. But the goggles actually worked super well in the rain because it was such a bigger viewing area, and then I could actually get to clean the rain off while riding. So, and they didn't fog up at all. So it was fucking actually super nice. So I appreciate that.
Of course, yeah.
I did just put
what were they, like dirt bike goggles?
Snowboard goggles.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah. So they're like hella vented everywhere. So I was able to like put my thing on, so because the rain hurts, so and I don't have a windshield, so but I put my bandana on and then the goggles, and still didn't fog up. So it would fog up when we'd have to come to a stop, and like the exhaust is making all the water evaporate because I have the wrap on there, so it absorbs all the water and then cooks off at every fucking stop. So I was able to steam some noodles while I was fucking.
It's a little top ramen on your
Yeah, a little top ramen while I'm rolling. So
neat.
But you know, it was I would equate it to going to like Sturgis. Like you'd have to like fight to get into something. Saturday was the Sportster show, but with the rain, I wasn't gonna fucking. It was. I don't know. I'm glad we left when we did. We got home on Sunday night about 8-9 o'clock. We did that last pull from Mount Vernon in. So. The sunset was perfect, beautiful colors after the storm and everything else. So it was nice riding. Temperature dropped. Bike was running fucking great. So, but yeah, it was real nice. The riding was nice. It was probably the best weather we've had in 3 years. So next year will probably be tornado chasing or something.
Down in Oklahoma again.
I'd like to make sure I hit the Oklahomies family reunion, and then maybe because that's just like a weekend, and then like I'd like to do like something like a different, you know, maybe the Detroit show or Cleveland or something. So
I didn't look at too many of his pictures. I just know he went there because
he does a lot of the biker build off stuff.
Yeah,
and I want to do. So there's a ride called El Diablo. It's a fucking ride, and so you got to go to California. So that's 3 days. Right. And then from California, you meet up at Biltwell, the helmet people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then you ride into northern Mexico, and you're in northern Mexico for 2.5 weeks. And then you come back. You just run this loop, right? And then you come out, and you go back to Biltwell, and then you ride the fuck out.
So you're in Baja?
Yeah.
Or you're actually, are you
somewhere
in northern Mexico
yeah,
total, or
yeah.
you just the Baja side.
You make this big loop. It's on YouTube. It's called El Diablo, and that's my bucket list ride. Like, I want to do that.
Man, is that in the summertime?
No, it's
Oh, I
spring.
was gonna say,
Yeah, it's like May.
I bet that's freaking miserable.
It's like May.
being in
So
Baja riding in the summertime.
Our KC guys that put on the Oklahomies, they go every year and ride it. So it's like there's, I guess, a difference in the guys who ride and the guys who just build a show, you know.
Right.
And I'm not saying anything about like the Detroit show or anything, but it's like that's the main thing is to look at bikes that are built.
Right.
I want to go. Dude, I have like ADHD, right? I like to do shit, so I want to go ride, and then I'd love to ride through northern Mexico with a group of a bunch of gringos, so that way, you know, I'm not getting murdered.
They don't care.
They don't give a fuck, dude. You're not fucking with their money, so they're not gonna fuck with you.
They don't care.
So that's what everybody's like. You can't ride through there because it's, you know, man, dude. If you're riding by, they're just gonna look at you. What are they gonna pick you out to fucking steal your bike? Get the fuck out of here. Nah, they don't give a fuck, bro. So that's the bucket.
No, because here's the thing: the cartel fucks with the tourist, an American tourist,
Right.
and guess who's up their fucking ass?
Well, look at the
Why do you want that?
right. Well, look at the people that they went to get a surgery in Mexico and they got fucking kidnapped.
Yeah, and then
They-
they supposedly they found the guys that did it and killed them. They found their bodies anyway.
Right. Somebody's body.
These guys did it.
Yeah, somebody's body.
Yeah.
They put that down real quick.
Yeah.
So it's like when I worked in East St. Louis, I told the guy, you know, people that were pulling guns on me. I'm like, you gonna shoot me? You're gonna shoot me in the hood working?
Right.
I'm like, you know, the FBI comes, right?
Right.
It's not even state police. The FBI comes because you just killed a guy. You killed a single dad. You shot a single dad fucking working. Bro, you don't want that heat. Go shoot that guy over there in the corner. Nobody will give a fuck, bro.
Right.
You shoot me, your fucking world ends.
Right.
So, privilege.
Privilege.
I mean, kind of, you know. So,
I mean, and they don't.
hey, did you get your heat exchanger on the boat?
Yeah. There's two things. There's two things in Mexico that they don't like. They don't like Mexican women with white dudes.
Sure.
They don't like that.
Well, no.
You can be a Mexican dude with a white girl,
Right.
but you can't be a Mexican woman with a white dude.
Right.
They don't like that, and they don't like the Mexican people that come down there from the United States.
Right.
But they're not.
They're not Mexican.
But they're not. Right.
Right,
But
right.
they're not.
Yeah.
And they don't like that.
Right.
But
Those are
Because-
the only,
'cause they're-
those are
'cause
the
they're-
only two people I seen have a problem
Because
when I was in
they're
Rosarito.
privileged.
When I was in Rosarito.
Yeah.
Only two people.
So whenever I'd go to Juarez, dude, it was like a cop coming into, like, it'd be like a cop going into the clubhouse, you know, a motorcycle clubhouse. It's like everybody's like fucking not even talking, you know, and that's like when I was in Juarez, it was like that too.
So I was warned by her brother or somebody, I don't remember who, told me that you know I shouldn't hold her hand, shouldn't act like a couple in certain spots down there. You know what I mean? Like at the motel's probably fine, on the beach is probably fine.
No public displays of
in
affection.
certain spots, I didn't have a problem, and I did all that. I didn't
Right.
have a single problem.
You weren't light. I can tell you that much.
And I what?
You were cross-eyed. They were cross-eyeing you, but they were just fucking letting it go.
I didn't have a single problem,
Right.
and I just equate it to knowing how to carry yourself.
Well, there's
That's
that too.
how I equate
Right,
it.
right.
I mean, I wasn't down there acting like I wasn't mean mugging people. You know, if I caught somebody side-eyeing me, I didn't mean mug them. I just fucking
Right.
didn't care.
so what about all the Mexican people that are, I guess, what, lack of a better word, they're white? Because I've seen a bunch of those on TV, like their news down there, newscasters and stuff.
Yeah.
That are like white people. So like,
But they're from-
they're still Mexican.
Well,
No, yeah, they're there.
They're there. They're just there's not.
So
there's not. They can. I don't know, man. But
Puerto Rico's
you
like
can
that
tell.
too.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico's like that too. If you're from the island, you know, you actually dislike mainland. You do.
Yeah.
You dislike America.
So
So it's like when Americans come there, they just put up with you for the money.
we were standing in line for an ATM,
Okay.
and there's this old man.
Ass to mouth.
There's this
Yeah.
old man. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And there's this old man,
it's Mexico.
and
bro.
there's this young couple, and they're Mexican dude, Mexican girl, right? They're in front. There are two people in front of this old man, and this old man is just talking shit. I don't know what he's saying because it's in Spanish. No idea what he's saying. The Mexican dude, he didn't know what he was saying either because she was telling him what he was saying. So he was talking shit because he couldn't speak Spanish.
Right.
And I don't know how he knew, but he knew. And so this goes back and forth, and it starts getting heated. They're carrying these skillets that they bought at this flea market thing, right? This he's a bigger dude too, and he's got this skillet, and you could just you can sense it, you can see it. You know what I mean? You know when somebody's about to hit somebody with a fucking skillet.
Yeah.
Because he's just getting mad, and so she goes, "We need to go. We need to go. This is gonna get bad. We need to go." And I'm like, "Fuck no, I ain't going." So this dude's about to get cracked with a skillet.
Right.
I'm watching that shit.
Right.
And so we step out of line. We get out of line, but I don't leave. I stay where I can see what I was. And sure enough, he hits him with a fucking skillet.
Goddamn.
And so I had to have it explained to me what exactly, because I didn't know what was going on at all. So it had to be explained to me afterwards that somehow this old dude knew that this young dude wasn't
From Mexico.
from Mexico, and he didn't speak. He knew that he was that guy, and I was like, "How the fuck would you know?" They know. They just fucking know.
Just like, just your whole vibe and shit or whatever.
I guess they can. I don't know. I guess they can smell each other. I don't fucking know. They know. They fucking know, and they don't like. Down there. They do not like it. They don't like it at all.
I know that, like, when I was down that island I was telling you about, and I went to do the jiu-jitsu, dude, those people were cool as fuck to me.
Right.
And it wasn't because I was.
Yeah.
It wasn't because I was a tourist. They like.
No, it's
they
because you were
genuinely-
throwing.
No, it's because right. It's not.
It was your shared passion for the sport. That's what it was.
And when I went and played ball in the hood at night with a bunch of dudes, like, they were cool as fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
And they told me. They told me also. The
sure.
motel people told me not to go to the flea market at night. Don't go to the flea market at night. You'll get robbed. It's a bad place. It's a bad area. Don't go to the flea market at night. But I just woke up. I'd been in a car. We drove from here to California, and then we immediately got in a Suburban full of people I never met before in my life. I'm talking full, to go to this wedding party. So when we hit the motel, as soon as we get to the motel, I'm out. I'm crashed out. It's the middle of the fucking day, and I went to bed. And so when I woke up, it was night. It was 9 o'clock at night. And I see the flea market, and I'm like, I want to go over there. And the people in the motel are like, no, don't go over there. You can't go over there. Don't go over there. It's night. You can't. It's a bad place. Go. Fuck you. And I went over there.
It wasn't a big deal, was it?
No, telling me I can't do something just makes me want to do it more. I'm a kid like that.
Yeah.
And I went over and I didn't have. Now there were some people that you could tell wanted to do, you know what I mean, but nothing fucking happened. Nothing. It was definitely seedy as fuck. It was definitely seedy. There was definitely spots where I was like, fuck, maybe I shouldn't have come over here. Never had a problem. Bought my little trinkets, bought all my fucking bullshit. Went back to the motel, didn't have a single issue. Not one. So.
I think it's a lot like just keeping your eyes open and not being ready. You know what I'm saying?
And do you think that, like, any of that is brought on by yourself by putting off the vibe of being scared?
Well,
you know what I mean?
well,
Like you look vulnerable or something.
Yeah, dude.
It's like Dave says, not real white people.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I mean, there's
There's white people and there's not white people.
Right.
So,
Right.
And I'm not a real white person. I'm not.
Because it's. I think it's because we have so many life experiences.
Right.
You know, it's all the bullshit we've been through that, like, your shit doesn't scare me.
Right.
You know, it's like the Outlaws were at this thing, right? And I'm like, and they're selling T-shirts, and I'm like, you know, I don't know why a private club's selling T-shirts, you know, but whatever, selling T-shirts, you know, and it's like. You know, but it's like, you know, they try to look all scary, you know, and it's like, you don't fucking scare me, man.
It's
like you're a fucking person just like I am.
right. Okay, so you might try to rob me. Maybe I'll fight back. Maybe I'll win. Motherfucker, you don't know. I don't know. You don't know. Let's
Right.
find out.
Right.
You want to find out? Let's find out. So, you know what I mean? So, it's just the way you carry yourself, I think. It's just that if you're going to be sheepish and a victim, somebody's going to make you a victim.
Right. Well, it's like when I walk around and the homeless people are fucking, you know, the crazy people are fucking trying to run at me. Okay, let's go. Dude, I haven't had coffee
Right.
yet, bro.
Right.
I'm like, we can fucking go.
Right.
I take my glasses off so they don't fucking break, and then I fucking fight.
I used to tell drunk people all the time when they would start fights, dude, how many of me are there? Because I only see one of you, so I'm going to hit the right one every time.
Right.
But you're
Right,
not.
right.
How many times are you going to hit the wrong one? So,
Hey, do you want to take it? What do you have tomorrow? Anything?
I ain't got shit.
Okay, so let's.
Nothing again until Monday.
All right, so Wednesday I'm free. Friday I have. Friday I got fucking. What do I?
Tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah. Friday I got an event in Grafton.
I'll go home and play with my RC cars.
So.
What's the event in Grafton?
Cigars Under the Stars, downtown
yeah.
Grafton Winery.
Now, is that
Downtown.
at the Grafton Winery, or
Yeah.
is that at the Grafton? Because they got another one.
Yeah, they have two.
They
Yeah,
got
they
another
have,
one.
Yeah, they
So
have
is
two.
this the one
It's the one in Grafton.
in Grafton?
Yeah, it's in the name.
Or is it in the other one?
No, it doesn't say vineyards. But I'll have to fucking reiterate that 7 times. So there's that. So, yeah.
I met the GT guy, the guy with the GT. I went. I don't remember what I was doing. I was in Alton for something.
Who's the guy with the GT?
Your buddy that wrecks his one wheel all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Steve, yeah.
So, dude, I sat down there for an hour and a half. Like I said, I didn't have anything to fucking do. I didn't have no place to be, and I think Sarah was doing schoolwork. And I don't remember what I was doing that way, but I was doing something. So I sat down there to have a cigar. I just sat there, and I don't. Josh waits on those people hand and foot.
Mm-hmm. And they that's why they come back.
Hand and foot.
That's why they come back.
And I was just sitting there like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could.
And so.
Hey Josh, what kind of cigar am I going to get today? And then Josh got up and got him a cigar.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I could see doing that like once in a while, but after a minute, I don't know what kind of fucking cigar you gonna have.
Well, and I told him, we've gone to, I've taken him to Lit so far, right? We went to Lit Cigar Lounge, and and the guy that was working there, and he knew who it was, Paulie West, and he's like, he's not going to come in the humidor and help us, he knows that we know what the fuck we're looking at, and but I told Josh, I said, I want you to go into, like, when you go out to High Ridge to visit friends, stop in at Pacific and just see how I go, what you're doing is beyond what everybody else does, because we have to. Our cigars cost more money.
Right.
Because these guys are coming from Missouri. Like, they just literally are paying 26% more just by crossing that fucking bridge.
Right.
And so they come in. So it's like, we have to win that battle by having better service. And the amount of customers that come in and ask for him when I'm working is frustrating as fuck. But it's also good.
It's nice. It's
yeah, it's good. I know that he is, and to me, like, I still say shut up, nerd. I don't know how many fucking times, Chris was grabbing cigars before the trip. He was buying bundles of cigars and stuff, and so he's like, well, what's the difference in this one and this one? And so Josh gets all fucking nerdy on it, right? And he goes, bro, I don't need all those words. Just, is it good? And I was like, shut up, nerd. So, but he does that job to where people feel like they're getting educated when they're in there, and then so they spend more money. So, like, so he does a good part there. So it's, he's winning that, and then he sells the fuck out of coffee and cold brew because he'll serve it up. He's like, hey, try this. So we just got the air pot from Minas. They dropped off an air pot. So I didn't know that when you leave coffee on the burner, that it starts to change flavor like within 5 minutes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so you got to pull it as soon as it's done, put it in this air pot so it stays hot, but it doesn't keep cooking.
How's the air pot keep it hot?
So it's insulated. It's like a Yeti, and then it's got a pump on it, and you just pump it down. So you
pump the air out of it.
I don't know I don't know why it's called an air pod. That's just what the
Does
coffee
it pump
people.
the air out of it?
I don't know, but
Because I would imagine if you pumped the air out of it, it would stay.
I don't
hotter.
know.
Less air would.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
Still don't care.
Sounds fancy.
Well, it's just a pump. You just fucking pump. So
It's just a penis pump.
it's a penis pump for my coffee.
Right.
So
For one Mr. Austin Powers.
right. So.
Right.
But yeah, so yeah, and then we're hopefully get another one. So I got to figure out how to do this coffee on the road. Like if I'm going to take coffee pots and air pot and fucking all that bullshit. So I'm going to try to leave with about 40 bags of ground, 40 bags of whole bean, and then hopefully come back with none. So that's my plan. So between Cincinnati and New Jersey, if I can do 3 days back to back to back, and then, take a bunch of cigars, take a bunch of coffee.
Well, if you're going to bring your own pot, you're going to do it that way, then you should probably invest in some fancy looking fucking, not just a regular old fucking coffee.
Well, the pot
shit.
shouldn't matter. It's the air
Well, yeah,
pot. It's the air pot that's
for visual.
Yeah, but if I make it in the back room and put it in this air pot and then set it on the table,
right.
so I don't think it's really going to matter.
Right.
I mean, I just can't make it in a fucking hotel fucking 4-cup thing in the morning.
So are all these places, are they to actually just sell what you took, or is selling it a bonus and you're trying to get like orders?
So you do the event, and the people. So like I've been selling cigars in New Jersey since January when I went out there, and he called to do a reorder. And I was like, and then you sent me that photo, so I knew we had something. I said, yeah, I got you, man. I'm on the road. I sent him a picture of, so this guy Nick owns 2 cigar shops in New Jersey. And then Nick sent me this photo, or I sent him a picture. I said, hey, I'm on the road. And I sent him this cool photo of the town, somewhere in Tennessee. I posted on the Instagram. And so he goes, I've been the MC for the last 12 years for the race of the gentleman.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's cool, dude.
He's been the MC for that race for 12 years.
Really?
Dude, I lost my I said, I've watched that shit on YouTube, man.
What is the race of the gentleman?
So the race of the gentleman,
on the beach and stuff.
yeah, it's on a beach, and you ride old school fucking bikes and race them on
Like
the
racing jerseys and shit.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. So, yeah, you got to run those knobby tires on the beach and shit, but it's like old school shit because it's.
Right.
So when I go, I'm going to try to get a cool jacket or something, like from Nick's. I guarantee he's got swag. Yeah, they wear the old school fucking jerseys with the patches and shit like that. So I guess it's done, and there's a fucking dude wearing a tuxedo doing the race. So anyway.
I just seen bubbles on the front of that picture you showed me.
It was just whatever slideshow is on that website. Fucking shop now. I'm going to get a hoodie. Get something. So that was kind of cool that he was tied into that,
Hell yeah.
And so he's like, are you going to ride out here? And I'm like, not a fucking chance, dude. In October? Fucking on a chopper? Like, how do I carry everything?
Right.
I wouldn't have room for clothes. I'd have to ship everything,
You'd be wearing your clothes.
Right. Sorry about all the dead bugs on my shirt, but
You'd be wearing all your clothes.
But yeah.
Strip a layer off. It's got to be colder.
But to get back to your thing, it's so now I want to do an event there because they've been selling the cigars. You get to meet the owner. We do like a deal on it. I'll get some swag made by October, and then so we do have a big night of sales, and then from there, then they order more because now we've built a rapport with customers, so sales should continue to increase. So that's why you do the events, is so people feel that connection to you. So,
Hell yeah.
right. So instead of taking the bike, I'll take the Slam Silverado across the country again because that was fucking great. So,
Probably about the same as the bike.
it's just
Some more
about,
storage.
just about,
It's just more storage.
dude. I'm like, I need an SUV. I just wish I can get an SUV that got the same gas mileage. Because that truck will pull 26 on that interstate.
Yeah, you're not going to find that.
No.
You're probably not going to find an SUV with that 4-cylinder in it, for one.
No, not yet. They just came out with Colorado with the same engine.
Yeah.
But it weighs just as much as a Silverado. So it's fucking pointless. Might as well get the fucking cab space.
Right.
So it should work out. Should be good. So hopefully I can nail down Cincinnati on Wednesday. I'll be in Asbury Park on Thursday, or on Belmar on Thursday, and Asbury Park on Friday. And then I'll probably take Saturday and go hit, some New Jersey shit or some, try to grab a couple more accounts while, since I'm there. Or I might come back through and hit Philly, Baltimore. The coffee and cigars are doing really good there, so I might do a Saturday event somewhere in Baltimore. I ship a lot of coffee out that way, so
How often, like, is that like how often they go through that, like, your order wise, you know?
They're doing like 5 bags every 2 months. So they're serving it at coffee or at cigar shops. So if I can come through, do a cold brew thing, just, build that side of the business up. So it's the plan anyway, and then we'll see what UK does after today. So hopefully we can start getting some European accounts.
Yeah. Somehow you got to incorporate, soccer and shit when you talk to them.
Mm-mm.
You have to.
Well, if I called it soccer,
football,
I wouldn't even. Yeah,
football.
I'm already out.
And
the footy.
And biscuits. And all that stuff.
Biscuits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was having my
Call him mate. You gotta call him mate.
I have the New Zealand New Zealand folks. They say mate because that tornado that ripped through the Amazon warehouse that happened the same night we did that fucking Zoom.
Right.
And the guy who owns the cigar shop out there in New Zealand, he goes, hey mate, that tornado's coming right at you because they're watching our weather. We're not even watching the weather.
Right,
He's like,
right.
I go, well, if everything goes out,
It'll be all right.
we're dead.
Right.
And they're like, do you have like a lower level or something? I'm like, no, this is a slab building, but I got the biggest guy next to the window, so he should take all the glass, and we're safe.
Right.
So,
Listen, we're in the Midwest. We walk outside and look at the tornado as it comes our way.
Yeah, we stare at it, bro.
Right.
Give it a wave.
Right. Get the kite. We get the kite out, homie. Like the kite never flies so good.
Right.
Kind of miss flying kites.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. I should do some mushrooms and fly a kite.
You should go fly a kite.
You should go fly a
It's
kite.
hard to find right now. I can't find
Kites?
It. No, mushrooms.
Oh, I was like, pretty sure every store's got a kite.
Yeah, we need the big ones.
Dude, I used to have I when Emily was younger, dude, flying kites was like my jam with her. And so like I had the fucking 2-string motherfuckers. Dude, I loved flying kites.
You need that attached to a fucking lawn chair and then just take off.
So
They do that in Florida. They sell big flights attached to skateboards.
Do they
They're
really?
attached to the skateboard.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they do it on the beach all the time.
What
I
are
watch
the,
these dudes jump over people.
What?
Because they'll pull
Yeah.
they'll pull the kite tight so it lifts. I
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
they do, they pull it so it lifts, and they're up and they're as tall as this building in the air.
When we were in
And then somehow they get it to come back down, and that's the confusing part to me. It's like, how the fuck did you come back down?
right, when Nick and I were riding the motorcycles on the West Coast, we saw dudes, people kite surfing.
Yeah, they
And
do that out there too.
Bro, it was mesmerizing, man. It's so fucking fluid and just, dude, it was sick as shit. And it's like, but like watching them get their wetsuit on and off because it was cold still. It was like July, so it was still cold in the water and cold on the coast. It would take them 30 minutes to get a wetsuit on.
Well, it's cold in California.
Dude, that water is bad. Not for
Colder than
me.
you think it is.
No, it's super cold. Like September's their summer. Like the hottest point, like before the mountains, right? So the actual coast, it's like September's their hottest season, and it's like 89, like a couple days, and that's it. So it's like, but at night, that motherfucker's like it's 50 fucking degrees.
I was just down from the mountain in July. I'm going to California. Fuck, I need a jacket for July.
Bro,
I didn't take nothing.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
was
fucking ice.
Fucking freezing.
Yeah, it's ice cold, man. Yeah, it was crazy. Just the temperature swings. When
Yeah,
the sun's out,
cold as fuck.
you're good and
Speaking
warm.
of skateboarding, you see that video of Rex?
Jumping over the thing.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was boss.
That lady's like, how does he calculate it? And I go, dude, they just fucking sending it.
He sends it fucking.
It's awesome.
Dude, he's a monster. Man.
Yeah, that's super cool.
I was wishing I threw my hoodie on this morning on the one wheel.
Oh yeah, sure.
I almost went back and got it. So,
Yeah, it was super cold. I left the girl's house. We walked the dog, and then she started working, and I took off. And I had to, man, I got to send photos for events. I got orders to ship out since that showed up. So I already got paid out for a couple of them. So I got to get fucking everything going, plus this UK thing.
I snatched a bundle already.
Of what?
Bullets.
Motherfucker, you owe me a lot of money. Taking cigars and coffee and
I ate $20 for coffee.
You owe me more than $20 for coffee, motherfucker.
No, I only took one bag.
I bring you a whole box of fucking cigars. You still go down and get cigars. I don't want to smoke the same thing, motherfucker. I don't either.
Well, don't smoke the same. You don't smoke the same thing.
So, are we still gonna ride down to Wood River and back?
What? Are you guys riding today?
You're gonna ride down to Wood River after the podcast.
Fuck, man, I want to be cold.
It's probably warm now. It was,
Yeah,
that was
dude.
2 hours ago.
Yeah.
If it's
Well,
warm now, then yeah.
what's the temp right now?
But like, which route do we take? Which way are you going?
You just follow me.
You going down 9th Street?
Yeah,
I know
for sure.
which way to go.
Okay.
I got a route.
Do you have the fucking
Dude, 70 right now.
pressure tester? I need to test the pressure on that tire because I let some
Yeah.
out, but I don't know what it's at right now.
Yeah, we got it. We got gauges.
I got some.
Okay. I need to dial it in
It
because
doesn't
like
matter anyway. But it's by feel.
I don't like the way. But like you said, when I asked you if it was too full, because I felt like I was too wobbly. I didn't have a.
That's
good-
foot placement too.
Well, I
No,
mean,
no,
his
it was.
tire's
It was.
full.
It was.
full.
Oh, was
it
it?
was like. I mean,
You
it
run
was
at like 25 or something.
Right.
Yeah, like it was.
So did you know? Like, so did you see Steve's one wheel? He had the new hubs. Do you know he can lower his? Like he
Yep.
did. He did lower his. So like,
he's got
'cause
some lightning.
yeah,
Yep.
that dude's got not only a GT, but that motherfucker's put some money into accessories on that thing. Like
He's got the lightning rails and it was a cool looking board.
fuck yeah, it is. It's nice. I rode it, man. I didn't like it. The
Really?
fucking that the way that concave comes up on the back. It just
Oh.
I couldn't get like I'm sure I'd get used to it, but I just rode it around downtown, and then like I was trying to carve, and he's got whatever tire he's got, right? And I was like, man, I just couldn't fucking. I felt like it was like an edge because he's got the treaded. There's like an edge, and I fucking carve deep now, and so I was like, man, I felt wobbly on it. So I go, take mine out, and he comes back. He goes, dude, what fucking tire is that? I go, the stock Vega. Like it's just the I don't know if it's because it's the smooth tire or if it's because it's got 600 miles on it, but it's fucking
Worn out.
right. But dude, I carve I love it, man.
No, it's because you're used to it.
Yeah. So, but like, well, he took mine out, and he's like, he goes, I can't believe how much easier yours is to fucking carve.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's all in the tire.
Well, I mean, I'm used to mine. I carve pretty hard and deep. So So
Well, how many miles you got on yours?
shit, I don't know. I've barely rode it the last month. So
Well, I only put 5 or 6 on yesterday. I left it like 70%, and then I went up Alton Hills. So
I've been taking the dog around the block with it.
yeah, I saw the post that you did. It's like
The dog
see-
had to stop.
Yep, like when the
Right.
dog's got a shit, the speed stops.
Right. Right. He's used to. He does all right, but he tries to cross behind me sometimes, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're gonna pull me off this motherfucker, and then I'm gonna punch you in the head.
Dude, this fucking hole in my arm.
Is that still from your wipeout?
Fuck yeah, man. It's never gonna go away. It hurts. I can't even press down on people's back.
Really?
Yeah. That was, what, a year and a half ago? It's a hole like right there. You can feel it. It's nuts.
No, it wasn't a year and a half ago.
No.
However long ago it was.
How long have we had these XRs?
2 years,
Have we really?
something like that.
Yeah, it was about, it was.
No shit.
Yeah, and dude, it's just will not heal. It's this fucking hole in my arm. I don't know what it is. I need to get an x-ray. It doesn't really matter. It won't heal anyways, but
Right.
it just sucks.
Well, it was already healed. If something's broke, it's already healed.
It's just weird that you can just feel
just
it just
heal.
drop off. It's like somebody just fucking took a brass knuckle and just fucking just collapsed the bone.
Dude, you should have seen all the trinkets there. Like, I really wanted to fucking buy you trinkets.
You should have.
Yeah.
Gosh, man.
The amount of, like, there's guys there, like, literally making leather shit. And, it's, when you're out of town, you're on vacation, and you're like, oh, I would wear this sombrero all the time. But you wouldn't, So, I'm, like, looking at this guy was making bags and fucking sheaths for knives. And he actually made some knives. There was a barber there. Like, he was doing shaves and shit like that, and like straight blade shaves. So nothing like being in the dusty fucking bowl and then getting a straight blade shave, because
Right.
that makes sense. So, but yeah, no, it was. There was a lot of cool vendors. Lead Sled was there. That's they build bikes. Just it was like, here's our shit. I don't know. The interaction was garbage, I think. That's what. And it's like we fucking just rode literally 2 fucking days, and there was nothing. They had a strongman competition, strongest biker, and he would.
That'd be interesting to see.
I'm like,
Kind
dude,
of like some Scottish game shit. Or
I'm not. Yeah, kind of. But they would take like V-twin engines, and then you'd have to carry them from table to table.
No wonder there's a fucking chiropractor there.
Right.
Blows the fucking disc.
Right.
He's been there 14 years.
Right.
How was it? Was it a good adjustment?
It was a different adjustment. He goes, because he goes, you ever been adjusted? And I was like, yeah, all the time. I was like, my chiropractor rocks. And so, I go, do you do the the Logan fucking butt squeeze? And he's like, no. And but he did this like humping method, like with his hands, like so from here and here. So I don't know if I would say I had like relief that I have. And so he says, yours push down like this and adjust you. And I go, yeah. So he like tries that, right? And he goes, oh, buddy, you're super tight. I'm like, well, yeah, dude, 20 fucking hours fucking like this.
Right.
You know, core's tight and everything else to fucking throw the bike around. Yeah, man, I'm fucking tight. And he goes, so he's like just doing this thing. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I didn't care that much. There's no twisting, nothing. I was like, and then his wife's like, you pay me. And she's like, I was like, yeah, but I said, my chiropractor's on our podcast. And she goes, oh, yeah, what's that on? And then sure shit, she fucking subscribes. So shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
It was a different adjustment. It just didn't I was so fucking tight.
Everybody's different, too,
Dude,
how they do things.
Bro, I was so fucking tight, man. And then I'm sleeping on the ground.
Right.
And then what was crazy was when we got to a hotel like a few days later and I slept in a bed, I think I slept worse. Like, because the bed was so soft.
Dude, I love sleeping on the floor.
Dude, the floors, I want the Shaquita mat. We talked about that before and I haven't ordered it yet. It's it's acupressure, not acupuncture. And
okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to order one.
Like, think about like the inside of like an egg box.
Right.
Like how the thing on the side of the eggs.
Except it's hard,
but it's
like an egg crate.
Yeah, but
mattress
like,
topper,
yeah,
but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's actually like your skin's red. Like
It presses in and it like draws the blood into the areas and stuff. It's
yeah.
really cool.
So I'm gonna order one. I want that. So.
What's that supposed to do for you?
It's supposed to make your sleep fucking insane. Like
when you sleep on it.
No, like you lay on it for like you build up time. Yeah, you build up time. You because it hurts. So you build up you try to go 10 minutes, then you go 20. Okay. I think about a half hour is where you're at. Where and then but it's like a detox kind of. Like I don't know. It's like it just moves the blood around, or I don't know. Fuck, what are the oldest people? Fucking
Asians,
Sumerians.
They're in Japan, right?
Oh, like you mean actually old? I thought you meant civilization.
No, like the people that live an average of 100 and still doing shit.
Oh yeah.
Right. So why? It's like they lay on shit like this. They fucking eat real food. They're not eating this U.S. shit.
Oh yeah, they're like fish and good diet and all that stuff.
Right. Well, and it's not even. They eat everything, but they're also active. They don't fucking. But they, that's where this Mac comes from.
This thing?
It's a little pointy Mac. Yeah. That's got the optional pillow too.
That thing?
Yeah. Supposedly it hurts. So.
She doesn't look like it hurts her.
Well, she's a badass.
She's going to hump it too.
Oh fuck, Jesus Christ! I don't know if I'm going to lay face down. I don't think I'm laying face down on it, bro. I don't need more blood going to that. Where'd you get the bucks? Did you get that off the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted the actual shirt, and then I was going to go try to find the Mexico shirt. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's cool.
There's a site, and I think so. I'm pretty sure they don't outright say it, but there's a website called Warm Fuzzy, and it's some Air Force dudes that have a bunch of fucking cool T-shirts. Actually, that's where I get like that patch from and everything.
Right.
Anyways, another
Yeah, that was $1,000.
Another
what? The man?
Yeah.
Oh no, they're not that. They're like a couple $100. Sorry, go on.
Another website came up.
Well, on Amazon they're $22.
It's called Marijuana Lasagna. Is the name of the website, and they have some shit. And this is one of the ones.
That's cool.
On the back, yeah, it's got the big.
Oh, this one does stuff.
That's perfect.
This one does heat and stuff or something.
$1,000, it better do fucking reach around, right?
Yeah, they're $22 online.
That's not. No, they're not the name brand one. If you're gonna go fancy.
Yeah, get the real shit.
Get the real shit, bro.
Why don't you just get Legos?
I could just.
Why don't you just call your fucking buddy at the fucking freak show deluxe and get the bed of nails? And
it's kind of what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically what it is.
Just make a bed out of Legos.
Well, I can just, you know what? I have a box of nails, and then how many nails does it take to finish the job?
Right. How many hours are gonna have?
How many? Yeah.
How long is it gonna take?
How many minutes does it take to hammer each nail in? And then times 1,000 nails.
It's like that's just a weird question.
Right.
Why?
No, I'm saying in general.
Why,
Like
though?
he sent me his chart, and like that's basically what it was. It was like, this piece of drywall, how long it's going to take. This number of boards, how long it's going to take. These nails, these screws.
So when I looked into TIFF for developing,
Motherfucker, I'm not a contractor. How do I know?
right. Well, when I looked at
Contractor can't even.
Yes,
tell
I'm
you.
saying. Yeah,
that's what. So like that was my, like I know I'm not organized, nor do I have the money to wait, because that's what it is. It's you got to fucking provide all this before they issue funds, and I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna start working, and then because I don't have the time to wait for this turnover.
They may not approve it once you already started it.
Right.
So
They won't. Like you're not supposed to start anything until they approve it. So that way, I don't know why. And then once it's approved, then you go through and then you get your money afterwards. And I'm like, fuck all that, dude. That's just so much for fucking, and then it's like, and Alton's TIFs are a little bit different because I wasn't the guy that it was moved for. So me getting it was going to be a battle. And so, because it was meant for the lawyer. Speaking of the lawyer, the big guy in town.
Oh, yeah.
So him and Chris are friends, right? Hinkle. And so he was talking to him. They had like an Alton Works meeting or whatever. They show you more colored photos. And he's like, yeah, I was hoping to go on this trip with you guys. You were? What?
With his motorcycle?
Yeah, he's got a fleet of shit. So
well, yeah.
right. So he goes, maybe next time, and I'm like, dude, I'd like to see him without all the fucking people around. Like, just him being him.
Yeah.
Like, let's get fucking hammered in the
I
woods,
seen
bro.
Larry Mann's one time without all the people around.
Yeah?
Weird.
Yeah, it was stroking a boy.
Fucking weird. He's a weird dude.
He is a weird dude.
Weird.
I told you pulled a fucking taser gun on me, right?
Oh, fuck.
And then I pulled
He's
I pulled a real gun on him, and I fucking changed his tune.
He's a weird motherfucker.
Is he really old?
Yeah, he's like getting close to 80, right?
Yeah, I saw him.
I don't know.
I think I saw him in the gas station or whatever, like hitting on this fucking people with the fucking.
He's a strange guy, man.
Well, I mean,
Strange guy.
anybody that has his partner fucking killed and takes over his house.
Allegedly.
Yeah. And then, gives him a fucking Colombian necktie.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But there is a fucking torso in the fucking evidence.
Whoa.
The police evidence. Mike Swearingen moved it when they moved police departments. So it's still there. It's still an open case. The torso is still,
Why is it just the torso?
because I guess that's what they could fucking embalm, and so it's just sitting in a fucking vat of fucking embalming fluid.
It's interesting.
It's very interesting.
He's fucking strange, that's for sure. He's
Dude,
weird.
I mean,
Very,
it's-
very weird.
You know what? Everybody laughed at him buying all that floodplain shit. That
Yeah,
motherfucker's
look at him now.
that motherfucker's coming up,
Look at him now.
selling all that fucking
Yep.
shit.
And
Fuck
they're
it.
just burying, they're just building it up in fucking.
Dude, so on Fosterburg Road, he's got some property out there, right? And Kevin called and talked to him about it. He's fucking it's like 5 acres, and it's like fuck $250,000 or $340,000 for 5 acres, and you're like, on Fosterburg Road.
Why is Kevin want?
He was just because it had a for sale sign, so he called to see how much. So, like, one had some buildings. He went and looked at them. All the buildings are unlocked. So, but
Yeah, he doesn't care.
no,
So he owns all where you can go ride dirt bikes and stuff. He owns all that. And
Ride Organic.
he did own Ride Organic. He sold it.
Oh,
He did
okay.
own all that.
Oh, we do.
He sold it to whoever that guy is.
Right.
No, over by where Travis lives.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a spot back there where you can get into the woods.
Oh, okay.
And, he owns all that, and so if he catches you back there, he'll tell you, "Hey, you gotta leave."
Right.
But it's a, "Hey, you gotta leave because you can't fucking sue me if you get hurt now."
Right.
Because I told you you had to leave.
Right.
So he doesn't fucking care,
Dude.
He's trying to buy, and I think he's gonna get. I know he's gonna get it. I don't think, but he's trying to buy. So there used to be houses across from Travis's house.
Yeah.
And like directly across from Travis's house was a house.
Okay.
And I told Travis he's trying to buy that other house that's where Travis keeps his trailer.
Yeah.
And I told Travis, I go, dude, you know he's just gonna fucking put dirt in. He's not gonna knock that house down. I said, I don't think he knocked the house across the other house.
Think they just buried him.
Yeah, he just buries them, and then he goes through and he knocks whatever's sticking out of the ground, still, knocks it off,
Right.
and just has whatever's there to fill still.
Right.
And that's what he's doing. And I said, you know that, right? And I said he's already doing it anyway because he's already gone around the house. And I said he's just gonna come in and
dump loads
and bury that fucking house, sheds, everything. He's just gonna come in and bury it.
How's that work though? Like when somebody tries to build something, they gotta pull it all out of
What
the
the fuck's he care?
He doesn't give a fuck,
He
bro.
doesn't care.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a shit.
That dude just has been doing his own thing forever.
Yeah, he does not give a shit. Dude, he had a Hummer, and I can't remember what we were doing. Can't remember why, but it was me and Wingnut, and he has this Hummer. He had this brand new Hummer, dude. Brand new. It's brand new. And he owns all that property where Ride Organic is, and there were trails through there that you could take a vehicle. And so he goes, hey, you guys, let's go trail riding. And so we get in this brand new Hummer, and he doesn't even want to drive. And I took a turn driving, and Wingnut took a turn, and we're just out tearing the fuck out of this brand new Hummer.
Well, it probably had dealer tags anyway. That dude's never had a...
Tearing the shit out of it in the woods. Running over... Well, Mike knows how I four-wheel. So
right.
That's what I was doing in the Hummer.
Right.
And I was running over trees. And he was having a good time. He didn't care. And the whole time I'm kind of nervous he's going to try and touch my wiener. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, this dude's going to reach over and try and fucking touch my wiener, and we're going to have to, stop and beat him to death. But at least we'll be in the woods, I guess.
The old wiener touch.
Right.
You could have got jerked off, not even moving, dude, because the bounce from
trail
riding, get it just held it there, you know.
That could have been the best fucking handsy you had.
Yeah, plausible deniability, but I don't know what happened, man.
Right.
So
I was scared, so I was just holding on to something.
Yeah.
So he's a weird dude. It was weird. He's weird.
I was throwing stuff in the dumpster behind Aaron's, and I was, I asked the manager. I said, hey, I got to throw stuff away. And she's like, yeah, just keep it separated so I don't get charged extra. And I said, yeah. So I'm back there throwing shit away in the dumpster, and he comes rolling up, and I'm in a truck without my tags. I just bought some fucking truck. And so I'm throwing shit away. He comes back trying to be a tough guy in front of his boy toy, right? And I was like, so I go, no, I have permission. He goes, I own this. I said, you don't pay for this. You own the property. You don't pay for this dumpster. I said, you know who pays for this dumpster? I pay for this fucking dumpster. It comes out of my P&L. I go, so I can throw shit away in it. And he goes, you don't blah, blah, blah. You don't blah, blah, blah. And then he fucking, so I, got mouthy again. So he pulls this fucking, looks like a gun, but it's a taser.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's fucking cute, bud. And so, because we just bought Ridge. I was cleaning Ridge out. So I fucking pull out a gun. I go, mine shoots real bullets, motherfucker. And he's like, I'm calling the police. And I said, go ahead. So I fucking put my gun back, and I fucking finished unloading the trash.
He didn't call the cops.
No, he didn't call the cops. He's got a boy toy with him.
Fucking feeding that kid drugs.
Right.
That's what he does.
Right.
Feeds him drugs. He used to have big parties at his fucking house. I never went to one, but I always heard about them. Big fucking underage parties.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Right. Allegedly.
Unless you were there. That's allegedly.
Right. I never went to one.
All right.
Because I've known forever that Larry Mans is a creep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forever.
His fucking name's everywhere, dude.
Forever,
All
he's a
those
creep.
fucking properties.
Yeah.
And
well,
so-
because he bought garbage, and now it's turned into gold.
Yeah.
Fucking genius.
All that fucking floodplain.
Yeah. Dude, all Pontoon Beach, where the beach party was, he owned all that. He sold it to all those developers. It's a fucking floodplain. They just built it up.
Yep. They just
Run
built it
over.
up so it ain't floodplain no more.
Yep. Yeah, you can, that Wood River shit down there, that's
Yep.
him.
Yep.
They'll build it up, put fucking buildings on it. Fucking genius. Genius.
Or lucky. What's that? I mean, it doesn't matter.
Nah, he knew.
Fucking smart.
Yeah, he knew what he was
Smart.
doing.
He's not dumb.
Ah, yeah. No,
He's weird. He's not dumb.
No, he's probably super intelligent because, look what the weird shit he does, right?
I mean,
he's
if you
probably
to
super.
allegedly murder somebody and get away with it, you got to be somewhat intelligent.
And move into his house.
So
He moved into his house.
Well,
Thank you for the house and the half of the business, sir.
I mean,
That's wild.
So I don't have partners, dude. I don't want to end up with a Colombian necktie.
I feel like you'd be the one giving the necktie.
Dude, unless I'm sleeping or something. I sleep through anything except for Harley's at 4 in the fucking morning. Fuck.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Stupid Harleys.
Let's go ride these one wheels, dude.
Yeah, let's fucking bounce.
All right.
Follow AP Detailing on... Are you on the gram?
Yeah.
On the gram.
I don't know if it's posted over, cross-posted or not. So.
And on the Facebook. Our area here is way more Facebook driven than it is Instagram driven. And then follow us online that we don't even really post anymore on the page.
On this page?
On this page.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
Real,
bad. My
real
bad.
quick before we finish, I know we always do this.
Yeah.
It made me think of something. How much does paying for Facebook to boost your posts actually do shit?
None.
None.
Because we did this trial with the Mexican street corn truck. He did a thing where he paid Facebook to target a market, right? Target a demographic, this demographic. And then he watched his analytics on that post. So he paid whatever, $20, right? And then he tagged 10 people, and the exact same photo, exact same post, same verbiage, tagged 10 people, right? And that post got way more traction. So
Well, I did it with the auto sales, remember? I paid.
Did you?
I paid to advertise a car or some shit off the auto sales page.
Yeah.
And they still try to take money from me.
So, it's I won't ever give them money, and I try not to tag people in businesses. I don't mind that you do, because there was a time where I was getting tagged in like fucking a million motherfuckers.
I'm sorry, I won't tag
No,
you.
you can. I don't care. I have to approve them anyway. So, I have to. I got to go through because I had to set my shit to that because guys in fucking Wyoming are like, buy my beard products, and I'm like, bro, don't tag me in that shit. I got my own guys down here I fucking rep, So I had to turn it to where I had to approve it because, just because we're friends on the internet doesn't mean I get to fucking advertise for you. So it's different. It's different here. So, yeah, so give us a like, share, follow. Next week we should maybe hopefully have a
Yeah,
full-
I'll work on it.
full roster?
starting today and a guest because, like I said, I thought I was gonna get some recommendations. And I didn't get them.
That's okay. I'm checking my calendar. Yeah, next week I'm here.
Gotta start prepping for that episode 100 too.
Yeah, what do we'll have to do something cool. Let's we get Chuck drunk.
Yeah, get some balloons in here.
Yeah. Everybody's been under the influence here but you.
We'll get some like balloons full of nitrous in here for you. And
Ooh.
I'll tell you what, I got some marijuana stashed around here because I'm thinking about smoking it.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about smoking it for 2 weeks. So maybe,
So what's
about
maybe 100. I'll take a.
peyote. Let's do some peyote.
Oh.
We all end up in Alaska
Dude.
or something.
I will
We
stay
can't-
away from the trips.
Bro, we can't figure out how to get fucking mushrooms right now. So you got a
stay
line
away
on
from
peyote?
Right.
Fuck.
I will stay away from
just-
the.
Just put it in your wish list on Amazon. Just throw some DMT in there for me as well,
Right,
please.
right.
So,
But maybe for 100, maybe get high for the first time in 25 fucking years.
has it really been that long?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hit the girl's vape pen, probably a month or so ago, and I just stood there looking for the remote. I forgot why I was standing there.
When I hit it at that party at the
Oh,
dude,
bro.
I was like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot you guys were she's like, "Here, this is sleepy time." And then so Drew's like, but still singing every fucking song that's being played. That was a good time, by the way.
It
That was
really
cool.
gives me massive fucking anxiety. So, and I've been.
So
I want to battle through it, and I figured that'd be a good way to battle through it.
So what strain do you have?
I bought the most garbage strain the dispensary sold, the cheapest shit they had.
I mean, is that like
I don't know. It still smells like fucking fire ass weed to me.
right? Well, it's
So-
because we grew up in the fucking
Right.
90s, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, nah. I smelled it, handed it to me, and you could smell it through the fucking jar.
Right.
And I was like, it's like, nah, bro. I wanted like some commercial bunk,
Right.
Mexican dirt weed.
Yeah. Do you got
And he
anything?
just look at this young kid. He's just looking at me like, huh?
Yeah. Like, do you have anything with bird feathers in it?
Right.
Yeah.
I want fucking.
I need mold on it.
I wanted trash, dude. I didn't want fucking...
So like, how much was it? Like a gram, or how much did you buy?
I bought an ace.
Okay.
I bought an ace, and it was $30.
That doesn't seem that bad.
That's not that bad.
And then what?
That's why I bought it.
It's flour, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna roll it up in the joint?
No, I got a dugout. I bought a dugout.
You bought a dugout?
Yeah. I picked up a dugout.
So like, you're just gonna do like one? Dude, you should have bought some dabs.
Probably just do like a... And that'll probably be the end of it, because I'll probably be stoned out of my fucking mind.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Can we fast forward to the...
I know, episode 100 right now, which is recorded tomorrow.
I'll probably be high as fuck, and I'll probably sit over here and freak out for the first 5-10 minutes.
Yeah?
Maybe 15.
All right, we'll get Jeremy in here. He'll keep you calm.
Yeah,
So
get Larry Manson here, too.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I remember when we used to not say people's names, and now we're like, as long as we say allegedly behind all their crimes, it's not. Yeah, it's fine. Dude, I'm kind of excited for. Maybe I'll smoke with you, because it's like I don't do the THC so well.
And you'll be mad at me for a fucking another week because you fucking went home and went to bed.
Well, no, I just gotta clear my shit. I did too. Fuck. Why does it make me sleep so fucking hard, man? Jesus.
Man.
I don't have a tolerance. And then, the girl, like, she can just wake and bake and stay that way all day. And
That's
like,
the way I used to do it.
dude,
Wake and
and
bake.
she's fucking so productive, and like,
long.
she knocks her shit out. And I'm like, bro, I hit a vape pen once and I lost the remote for like an hour, and I'm just standing there looking for it. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know. And she's like, well, turn the TV off. And I'm like, that's what I was doing. I was looking for the remote. She's like, well, just pull the fucking power cord. So, what do you got? Nope. Fuck you. I got a fucking interview.
It's probably not even a vape pen. It's probably a vape.
Is it?
Oh, it's weed.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'll stay away from them fucking dabs. No fucking thank you.
I kind of want to do a dab.
thank you.
So I've never done a dab. No?
No.
No,
Dude, dabs will fucking kill you.
I won't say the person's name. I was in St. Louis, and I was getting some shit done in...
Allegedly. You can say his name. Just say allegedly.
Right.
And he's like, come upstairs. He's like, you want to smoke before you leave? I was on my panhead.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, sure. I thought it was just weed.
Right.
And it was like this whole fucking...
apparatus.
Like crack setup. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, are you sure this is cool, dude? He's like, yeah, you'll be fine.
Dude, it hits so fast.
I've never been so high.
Yeah.
And I sat there for a half hour, and I wasn't getting less high. And I was like, I got to go. I got to get more high.
Yeah.
And I got on my bike, and I'm riding home across the river, and I'm like trying to fucking jock shift and do all that shit and ride. And it was the scariest ride I've ever been on in my life. I'm good.
So the first time I ever saw somebody do the dab, it's like he was a former heroin guy. And
Oh, yeah. So now he's doing it for the ritual.
the ritual,
Yeah.
yeah. So which
Yeah.
is really cool,
To
right?
appease himself, right,
yeah.
right.
So it's like this whole setup is to satisfy that ritual of all this. So he's got the big fucking blue torch that we have here, right? And he's
Right.
getting the fucking bowl fucking glowing hot. And I'm watching this whole thing go down, right? And I'm like, because I watched him do dope too. So I'm watching him hit it. And then he goes, the reason, and it's right before he does, he goes, the main reason I like doing dabs is because it hits just as fast. Like,
Right.
as soon as I do that dab, it's like I fucking take it in and I'm fucking high, just like the fucking dope. And I was like, okay. And I watched him, I watched this dude fucking bounce his head off the table before, right? So, like, different life.
Right,
But,
right.
so anyway, he fucking does it, and his eyes roll back, he lays back, he fucking, he's high as fuck. And I'm like, he's like, you want to try? And I'm like, Jesus, no, bro. Like, you have a tolerance out of this world, and it knocked you down like that. So, but I still kind of wouldn't.
I was watching the kid do it, get it all set up to do it, and I was
Right.
like, well, you might as well just be smoking crack.
Right? Yeah. Like, it's like I love when the guy brings out the foil. He's like,
Right.
oh, we're gonna do foilies. I'm like, can we just snort it? Like, why is this?
Right.
Why is this? Why do we have to have so many tools
Fucking dumb.
This is. It's like It's like Drew's flare. Like, we don't need this to be cool. We don't.
Why do you gotta have some fucking this big pretty glass city set up?
Yeah.
Because that's what it looks like.
Right.
'cause
Yeah.
One's this tall.
Oh,
one's
yeah,
this
yeah.
tall,
It's a
one's
fucking
this
science
tall.
kit. It's
Yeah.
Right. Fucking.
The water goes from here to
Just so,
here
you
to
can
here.
get, just so you can get fucking high.
There's like a beta fish swimming around in one of them.
Crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I thought bongs were too much, and now you have
Well,
this
I
whole
remember-
thing.
I remember that the most complicated we ever got was we filled a bathtub one time. and we built a gravity bong with a
Oh,
fucking, with
yeah.
a 3 liter. Remember 3 liters?
Yeah, yeah.
With a gravity bong and got fucking super fucking high in
Right.
this bathroom.
Right.
Right, in this fucking bathroom because we smoked fucking probably the whole bag out of that motherfucker. or the 6 foot gravity bong. We used to have 6 foot neon green gravity bong, and we would smoke on my front porch
Right.
with the cops watching us.
Sure. Right.
As you do.
Right. As you should.
And this is what you would do when the cop would come. You'd see him coming. You do this. Stand in front of the gravity bong.
So you're 5'7".
Yeah. You'd stand in front of this 6 foot tall neon green fucking bong. You'd stand there. It took fucking 2 people to smoke the son of a bitch. But if you could clear it, you were a fucking legend.
No, I bet.
So you were a fucking legend if you could clear that motherfucker.
So alcohol was our thing. So we did we had, everybody had a beer bong, right? So we started beer bong and spirits.
Oh God.
So like a 6-pack worth of vodka
Oh.
at one time.
Oh.
Bro, that's where your name went on the fucking wall.
Oh.
And that's when you like would pick up cigarette butts and eat them because you thought they were fucking snacks.
I got so high one time. And Wayne will tell you about this one. I got so high I was Woodland. Is it Woodland?
Golf course?
On the other
Siler
on
or some
Harris?
shit. Yeah, Harris.
So there's a bridge. If you go past Woodland, there's a bridge
Okay.
on that back road. I stopped at that bridge 10 fucking minutes. And Wingnut's high as fuck too, right? So he's not saying nothing, right? He's not saying nothing because he's high. I'm high. And he doesn't know why I'm stopped, right? He just doesn't say anything to me. And then finally, he goes, "Why are we sitting here?" And I go, "Oh, well, the people crossed the road." It's fucking 2:30 in the fucking morning, right? And he goes, "What people?" The Indians. They were fucking Indians, dude, crossing the fucking road. They were fucking Indians, and there was a lot of them. It was like a whole fucking tribe crossing the road. And he goes, "Dude, there's nobody there." And I went, "Oh," and I fucking took off again. I sat 10 minutes letting motherfuckers cross the street. I'll tell you another funny story. We was back here in Wood River back roads, and I pulled over. Normally I could roll a joint and drive, right? Drive on my knee and roll a joint on a CD case. But I was having a hard time that night. So I fucking pulled over. There's this cow. He's got his head through the fence. He's eating grass, right? And it's with Wingnut again. And I'm rolling this fucking joint. I hear the door shut. And I look up, and Wingnut's out of the car. He's got to piss or something, right?
Right.
He walks over to this cow. Slugs this cow in the fucking head.
Why?
Comes back over, gets in the fucking car, sits down, never says a fucking word. Doesn't say a fucking word. Nothing.
You good?
right. And so I'm sitting there with this joint half rolled, like, so I just finished rolling the joint, light it, and fucking hand it to him. We just take off. I never asked nothing. I don't, whatever the fuck that he just smokes this cow in the fucking.
Was that like around 1997?
About 96 or so, yeah.
Yeah, so was that the mad cow disease? Is that how it started?
I don't know. I don't know, but
I saw mad cows in the news, so I'm going to fucking take them out.
That cow brung his head through the fence and just stood there like, what the fuck? It just stood there. It didn't even run away or nothing. It just brung its head back through the fence and it just stood there like, what the fuck did I do?
So fucking great.
So, because that was our route. Our route was we'd start at my house and we'd hit Stanley and go that way and go all the way around. We'd come back out. We'd hit Jack in the Box because by that time you're fucking hungry.
Right.
And we'd hit Jack in the Box and then we'd go back up through Powder Mill and back into the back roads. And we'd do that on repeat all fucking night long.
Right.
All night long. Somehow we ended up in Springfield one night, back roads.
Yeah.
No idea how.
Yeah, it's happened to me.
So.
I just go and get a burrito and then fucking get back on the road.
No idea how. End up in Springfield. We come one night we 5 o'clock in the fucking morning, because when you're fucking high you don't know what time it is. It's not like we have watches on. And I come home, it's 5 o'clock in the fucking morning, and we had to go, he was working with me putting up pools. We had to be at LeBrun's at 6 a.m. And so we just lit another fucking joint.
Just kept going.
We went and put up fucking pool. High as fuck. Tired as fuck.
So stay tuned for episode 100. Do you think what are we on 94? So can you wait 6 weeks?
94.
That's a long.
I've already been waiting to. I know what it's going to do to me, and I'm just fucking. I don't know.
Well, we could record it early,
So I know what it's going to do to me. So
or we could just record it.
I've been waiting for a day where I'm busy enough to keep my thoughts occupied,
Right.
but not that I have to fucking think.
Right.
That I really need to fucking be thinking about what I'm doing.
So when I ate the candies here and I go back and I was supposed to deliver that thing, I still haven't delivered. But I walked out to the shed. I was like, I got to get this done, right? So I walked out to the garage and I was like, oh, I got to move all that shit. And I'm like, I just grabbed my phone. I'm like, not today,
It doesn't do that to me. I'll still be able to get some shit. I'll be able to do some shit. I just don't.
This motherfucker's he's gonna end up painting that boat or something.
I just don't want it to be something that I have to really be thinking about.
Right. You need idle work.
Right.
Yeah. Right. All right. Please like, subscribe, share. Shout out to the Smokeout folks that I did meet. Chiropractor out there. Sorry I don't have your name. Give us a comment, and we'll give you a shout out next week. Thanks. See you.
Thank you.